visit IndianaKitchen.com. Proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Are you tired of propane service that feels cold and out of touch? Switch to Series Solutions. We've been earning the trust of this community for years. Competitive pricing, easy budget programs, no hassle, no hidden costs. Our local team would be honored to have you as a customer. Find us at series.coop to learn more. That's CERES.coop. And boiler up.
Located at 3995 State Road 38 inside Fearless Fitness. Box Fit Lafayette is a family-owned boxing for fitness gym. No matter your age or skill level, you're welcome to come and punch your way to better fitness. Box Fit is also home to Rock Steady Boxing, a program for people with Parkinson's. Rock Steady has been shown to help slow or reverse the symptoms of Parkinson's. Find out more about all that Box Fit has to offer at boxfitlafayette.com. That's boxfitlafayette.com.
Welcome back here to the pregame show, where today Purdue is taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes on the road. It's time now for our Scouting Report segment presented by Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Joined now by assistant coach Paul Lusk. And coach, we're coming off an 84-76 victory against the Golden Gophers this past week. And we dealt with some adversity there at home for the first time in a while as we trailed by 8 at the half. How did you feel like we bounced back from that halftime deficit?
Well, first of all, give them credit, but I don't think it generally happens. It's such a long season. Some games you just come out and you're not probably ready to play. And I don't know that we were where we needed to be. We got off to a good start. They had some hot shooting, but I thought it was good for us because there was adversity. I think we were actually down 10 the second half, and it was a hard-fought second half. It was a physical second half. But we were able to play a lot better, played good basketball the second half, and we were able to win. So you're in all kinds of different experiences all year. That was a new one, being at home, and we were able to come out and win. And I think we can learn some lessons from that game.
Well, as far as these last couple of games go, the Big Ten season, it's kind of the home stretch here, 6 games left. What are some of the keys for our team, you feel like, as we ramp up through the rest of the season?
Well, I think we have to take care of the basketball, not turn it over. That always is an issue for any team. We have to defend. I think the teams that are going to keep improving and play the best basketball down the stretch are going to defend, rebound, and take care of the basketball. Get quality shots. That's really important for us. And we haven't shot our free throws great lately. I think we've got the personnel to do it. So, you want to play your best basketball down the stretch heading into the final part of the season, and hopefully we'll do that.
All right, looking at tonight's game, the Ohio State Buckeyes 14-11 on the season, 4-10 in the league, and some turmoil this week in Columbus as they dealt with the coaching change. Chris Holtmann, they decided to go a different direction with him and named Jake Diebler, the assistant coach, as the interim head coach. How does that coaching change impact today's game?
Well, first of all, I just think their team, early in the year, they beat Alabama before we played them. And we felt like, they had a chance to really be in the top half of the league. It hasn't happened. They have very good personnel. Those 3 perimeter guys they can all be elite scorers on any given night. How does it impact their team? I don't know. We're not here every day, but you would assume that when something like this happens, they're trying to do it to spark some emotion, some passion. I would think they're going to come out and play really hard.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's been a second consecutive season where they've got to a really good start in the non-conference, and then in conference play, it's just kind of gone sideways for them. But as you said, it's still a team that's got a ton of talented dudes, particularly that backcourt, really good. Yeah,
those 3 guys, Battle, Thornton, and Gale, we've told our guys, like, these guys can really play. They can score from all 3 levels. We compared it to the Northwestern guys. I don't think they run offense like Northwestern as a team, but yet those 3 guys have the ability to have big nights. And, up at Northwestern, their 3 guards got 70 points. We told our guys, these guys have that same type of ability to make plays, and if that happens, it's going to be a long night.
All right, last question. From a defensive standpoint for them, also a second year where it's a bit underwhelming as far as defensive efficiency goes. They're over 100 once again. But they do have a guy in the middle there, Felix Akpara, that could be a real threat from a rim protection standpoint.
Yeah, obviously he's an elite rim protector. Their defensive numbers, I think they're the worst in the league. And league play, which is surprising because they've always been a team that can guard. So, but nonetheless, when we come to town and people play us, you're going to get everyone's absolute best effort. They bothered us last year with their ball pressure over here. So, it's very important that we get quality shots. We're good with guys missing shots as long as they're the right shots. And then once again, just take care of the basketball.
All right, thanks, Coach.
You bet.
That is Assistant Coach Paul Lusk joining Bobby Riddell, scouting report segment there on the Ohio State Buckeyes. When we come back to the pregame show, scoreboard update coming your way. By the way, this is a 1:03 scheduled tip time. 1:03 for the tip between Purdue and Ohio State. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
SeatGeek's the ticketing app for fans like the sideline shot caller.
Come on, boys, pick up the pace!
SeatGeek got him a great deal on seats right near the action, so when he yells,
"What are you doing? Block him!"
he'd be absolutely sure the players heard him. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Unity Healthcare, a trusted pillar in the community for more than 25 years, offers healthcare services that you can depend on. With a team of over 80 highly skilled providers, Unity Healthcare is committed to making the best decisions for your health right here in your local community. Visit one of our many healthcare specialists or urgent care to meet your specific healthcare needs. www.unityhc.com, because we believe in working together towards a healthier future. Unity Healthcare. Healthier together.
At Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First, we do more than lend. We lift up our rural communities that we serve, too. From our day-to-day business of providing reliable credit to farmers and rural residents, to our community investment efforts and scholarships for college students, we help Indiana's rural communities find their next level. Visit fcma.com to learn more about how we work with partners like Purdue University. Boiler up. Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First are equal opportunity lenders.
The time to save is now. It's Ford Truck Month at your local Ford dealer. And right now, we're offering special deals on all remaining 2023 Ford F-150s in stock. That's right. Get great incentives on the best-selling trucks in America for 47 straight years. But you can't wait. This is a limited time offer, and it's your last chance to save big on a 2023 Ford F-150. Check out all the great Truck Month deals at buyfordnow.com. And then get over to your local Ford dealer today.
Folks ask, Salty Pete, what's the best part of being a pirate? Hello? It's all the buried treasure. I've been following this here treasure map all day. Time to dig. Oh, I once knew a lesson, no trolley with... Arr!
Hey, that weird pirate guy just took out a power line.
Blow me down. Literally.
Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Higher yield potential starts with the season-long systemic disease protection of Xyway brand fungicides from FMC. Xyway brand fungicides protect corn crops from key foliar diseases and support physiological benefits that help develop healthier, higher-yielding corn for a difference you'll appreciate at harvest. Visit your FMC retailer for an at-plant advantage. Always read and follow all label directions.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. It's time now for our out-of-town scores segment. We'll take a look at some of the scores from across the country, and we'll start with today's action. In top 25 play, just one other game besides the Purdue-Ohio State game, and 24th-ranked Florida Atlantic going on the road visiting South Florida, and South Florida with an early 30-19 lead in the first half, 5:47 to go. That game currently airing on ESPN. As far as Big Ten action goes, there's 2 other Big Ten games being played here today. The Northwestern Wildcats will be going on the road to take on the Indiana Hoosiers. Northwestern is 17-8 on the season. The Hoosiers 14-10. That game will tip at 3 o'clock on FS1. And then one game later this evening, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, 14-10 on the year, visiting the Minnesota Golden Gophers. The Gophers are 15-9 on the season. That game will tip at 6:30 on Big Ten Network. Looking at some of the Big Ten scores from yesterday's action, there were 4 games played. The Penn State Nittany Lions traveled to Nebraska, and the Cornhuskers got a big home victory, 68-49. A close one that goes to overtime. 20th ranked Wisconsin visiting Iowa, and Iowa comes away with an 88-86 win in overtime. And that's now 5 out of 6 games the Badgers have lost. The 14th ranked Illinois Fighting Illini went on the road and came away with a close victory, 85-80 over Maryland. And then a rivalry game yesterday.
You have needs one more thing: chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do, do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Lafayette Limo, family-owned, women-owned, serving Greater Lafayette for over 33 years. Shuttles to and from Indianapolis and O'Hare airports 365 days a year. Make your reservations now at LafayetteLimo.com. Charters of all sizes anywhere in the continental USA. Lafayette Limo, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Just sit back and let us drive. There's no need to compromise. Your ride to relaxation, Lafayette Limo.
Boilermaker fans, did you know that Canon 4 helps leading-edge companies get out of the office printer and copying business? We're a legendary company with legendary people and a legendary platform that will help your business improve document workflow and increase business efficiencies. To learn more, visit canon4.com. That's CANNON, the number 4.com.
'Cause we're gonna be
Electric Plus has the mission to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana, leading the league in new construction, modernizations, and service repair. Family-owned and operated Electric Plus serves our communities with pride. We have 24/7 emergency coverage for all businesses, with offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington. Check us out online today. Visit electricplus.com and boiler up.
I get paid to do this. How cool is this?
Wow. It's like me getting paid to be a coach. And for me, I don't think there's a place out there better for me than Purdue University.
Hi, I'm Kate Young, host of This is Purdue, the official podcast of Purdue University. Over the last 3 years, my conversations with Boilermakers have been serious, informative, and in the case of that exchange with former Purdue basketball coach Gene Cady and current head coach Matt Painter, downright fun. Be sure to follow This is Purdue on your favorite podcast app or on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Value City Arena, and pleasant good afternoon to you, everyone. Time to talk Purdue and Ohio State from the head coaching perspective. Head coach Matt Painter joins me. Coach Painter's pregame comments presented by Purdue Federal Credit Union. Purdue Federal Credit Union, proud to be the official credit union for Purdue fans. Discover the credit union difference at PurdueFed.com. Coach, just a real quick thought on that Thursday night win against Minnesota. I thought it was interesting. You talked to our team about how throughout the course of a season, you will find yourself in different scenarios. That was a scenario we hadn't seen all year long, especially what was going on there in the first half, yet your team still found a way to win.
Yeah, you get off to a good start, and who doesn't want a good start, right? You're up 16-5. You're doing some really good things, and then we got away from some things, and obviously they made some shots, but our turnovers in that first half, that was really the cause of a lot of it. We didn't make some simple passes. We had some guys in pick and pops. We had some guys in post ups, and we over dribbled, turned the basketball over, and we just don't need that. We need to be aggressive, handling the basketball, dribbling the basketball, and attacking the rim when those situations are there with angles and numbers.
Further. You didn't choose heart and vascular disease, but the choice of where to treat it is clear.
The Ohio State University Heart and Vascular Center.
Hey, Buckeye fans, Paul Keels here for my other favorite nation, Window Nation. I just scored some new windows from Window Nation. What an amazing difference.
At Minnesota and, piecing together a team. But we had to play better. Defensively, we had to play better. And our attention to detail wasn't very good. And then we had to take care of the basketball. And then in the second half, we obviously did those things.
All right, you mentioned taking care of the basketball. Right now, Big Ten games only. Our Boilermakers are turning it over 11.3 times a game. Is that a number you can live with?
Sure, but it's also, how are they coming about, right? Like, it's one of those things. If you're trying to do what we're asking you to do and you turn the basketball over, you don't like it, but you're there. When you're doing some things and, you got Mason Gillis wide open on the wing for a shot, or you got Trey Kaufman-Wren in the block wide open, and Dawson Garcia has 3 fouls and they've kept him in the game. Like, you got to make those simple plays and think the game. And so, but from a numbers standpoint, I'd prefer it to be at 10. And obviously being at 11 isn't the worst thing in the world. It's a danger zone when we kind of get into that 14 to 17 turnovers. That's where we want to stay away from. But more than anything, 10's kind of been our rule.
On to Ohio State. They are 4-10 in the Big Ten. But I would caution our fans, they started the season 12-2, beating Alabama, beating UCLA. And it's all the same guys that were winning those games earlier in the year that are still on the roster right now. Dangerous team, regardless of what their record might say.
Yeah, no question. We talked to them about, the guard play that they have with Bruce Thornton and Roddy Gale, Jamison Battle, who's made the most threes in our league. He doesn't, get going at all against Wisconsin. Klesma does a great job on him. So, we talked about the Northwestern guards. We talked about the Alabama guards. We talked about the Minnesota guards. So we talked about some of the guys that, have had some success against us and said these guys are just as talented and can score in the same capacity. So we have to be ready. The thing that they haven't had is just that consistency, especially from their backcourt. Like one guy will have a great game, one guy an average game, one guy a bad game, but what if all three of those guys, play well at the same time? They're that team that you're talking about that has those non-conference wins. That's who they are. They've shown that they've been very good players. They haven't shown to be very good consistently together. And if they piece it together here at home with a really good crowd, and that's what you got to expect. The number 2 ranked team in the country is coming in. That's what you got to expect. We've expected it all year. We've gotten it all year. So we got to be ready to defend these guys.
Final thought here. You used the word expect a couple of times. As Coach Katie liked to always say, expect the unexpected. Today, Jake Diebler takes over as the interim head coach for Ohio State. Is there a level of uncertainty from a scouting report segment, or do you think Ohio State will do basically the same things we saw them doing under Chris Holtmann?
Yeah. Well, I think, they might go to some other things more that they've done before. Just like when you look at frequency of running things, or how much did you, run your 2-3 zone or your 1-3-1, whatever, they have it in there. So I could see them zoning more. I could see them maybe extending and pressing a little more, or maybe going to some action a little bit different. We're all, our own coach. You work for a head coach, you do some different things. But if, I wasn't the head coach and I stepped down and one of my guys took over, there'd be some things that they would, subtly do different. That's just the way things are. You have your own feel, especially when it comes to what you run or what defense you go in. So I could see some of that, but I don't think you're going to see anything new. You just don't have enough time after practicing for 4 months to get there. What he'll get him to do is he wants to get him to play hard. He wants to get him to play free and really get out at home and push the basketball and have some fun.
Coach Painter, thank you, and good luck here today.
All right, thank you.
Coach Painter's pregame comments presented by Purdue Federal Credit Union. Purdue Federal Credit Union, proud to be the official credit union for Purdue fans. Discover the credit union difference at PurdueFed.com. When we come back, Bobby Riddell returns to the broadcast. He'll have the keys to the game, presented by FMC. Today it's Purdue and Ohio State. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
If you're a Boilermakers fan, you know that scoring big is everything. Few things feel as good as watching your team pass, shoot, and dribble their way to victory. Off the court, you can experience that same feeling with a Magnum tractor from Case IH. Magnum tractors match the power, speed, and strength of the best Boilermakers by helping you net every challenge that comes your way. Score big with a Magnum tractor this season by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers to learn more. Boiler up!
At Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First, we do more than lend. We lift up our rural communities that we serve, too. From our day-to-day business of providing reliable credit to farmers and rural residents, to our community investment efforts and scholarships for college students, we help Indiana's rural communities find their next level. Visit fcma.com to learn more about how we work with partners like Purdue University. Boiler up. Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First are equal opportunity lenders.
University Bookstore, we're more than just a bookstore.
You want it? We got it. University Bookstore has you covered on all Purdue athletic sports apparel. Shop online at PurdueU.com. Anything and everything you need. Or visit us at our main location across from the Union and our stadium store across from Mackey Arena. You want it? We got it. Only at
University Bookstore, we're more than just a bookstore.
the official textbook source for Purdue athletics.
This is Mason Gillis, Purdue men's basketball. For my friends at the Haldeman Companies, proud supporters of Purdue University. They use the same principles for success that Coach Painter teaches us. The importance of teamwork, execution, and tremendous effort are keys to success. Their team includes farm managers, appraisers, and real estate brokers with the experience, knowledge, and professionalism to help you accomplish your farm goals. Since 1930, if it has anything to do with the business of farming, Haldeman can help. Visit halderman.com to learn more.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products. Get to know us at indianakitchen.com. Also brought to you by Coors Light, made to chill. Proud sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. The tip is moments away. This is Boilermaker Basketball.
Purdue and Ohio State in a Big Ten battle in Columbus. Let's get to the keys to the game presented by FMC. Get season-long disease protection from the inside out with Xyway brand fungicides from FMC.
Thanks, Rob. Getting right to it. Key number one, I gotta see this point guard matchup. Bruce Thornton versus Braden Smith, two of the best point guards in our league. And both of them are sophomores, guys in their second years that have raised their game to new heights. But Braden Smith, first and foremost, man, just playing at such a high level this year. He's been a joy to watch. He was a great player last year. Didn't get the credit he deserved, honestly, on last year's team, a team that won the Big Ten regular season by 3 games, won the Big Ten tournament, and he was the second best player on that team, of course, behind Zach Edey. Was phenomenal as a freshman. But this year he's become just a bona fide star, a guy who's, threatening to be a first-team all-conference player, playing at that sort of level. He became the first player in Purdue history to have 320 points, 175 assists, and 140 rebounds all in the same season. And there's still 6 games to go in the regular season. So he's just playing at an extremely high level, shooting the ball at a high percentage as well from both the 3 and the free throw line. Then you look at Bruce Thornton. It's been a frustrating year for the team, a lot of ups and downs, but he does have an elite 4-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. But the three-point percentage, just 29% in Big Ten play, hasn't quite been good enough. And then the second key, Jamison Battle. This is an elite shooter. He's made the most threes in the Big Ten this year, shooting 95% from the foul line, so you got to keep him off the foul line. But a guy that, can be a frustrating player as well. On the defensive end, he's not a good defensive player at all. And then from a decision-making standpoint on the offensive end, it can get questionable. He's got a negative assist-to-turnover ratio. And then the shot selection can definitely be poor at times, but he's totally capable of getting it going and making tough shots all game long. So Fletcher Lawyer going to get that responsibility to start the game. He's really got to be locked in and not let Jamison Battle get clean looks. And then my third and final key is just going to be, what sort of Ohio State team do we see today, right? You have a coaching change. You're playing a team on your home floor, the number 2 ranked team in the country, a team that's defeated you 3 times last season, stopped you in that Big Ten tournament run where you'd won a bunch of games in a row. So do you get a super inspired Ohio State team with everything going on? I would think you do. Does Purdue, do they match that intensity from the jump?
That's it for our pregame program. Almost time for basketball. When we come back, the starting lineups and the opening tip-off. Today from the Value City Arena, it's Ohio State hosting Purdue. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCAA.
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. You're ready for the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
The time to save is now. It's Ford Truck Month at your local Ford dealer. And right now, we're offering special deals on all remaining 2023 Ford F-150s in stock. That's right. Get great incentives on the best-selling trucks in America for 47 straight years. But you can't wait. This is a limited time offer, and it's your last chance to save big on a 2023 Ford F-150. Check out all the great Truck Month deals at buyfordnow.com. And then get over to your local Ford dealer today.
SeatGeek's the ticketing app for fans like the sideline shot caller.
Come on, boys, pick up the pace!
SeatGeek got him a great deal on seats right near the action, so when he yells,
"What are you doing? Block him!"
you can be absolutely sure the players heard him. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by your Central Indiana Honda dealers are proud to be longtime fans and supporters of Purdue Athletics. Also brought to you by University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home to the original Purdue Pete. The tip is moments away. Purdue Boilermaker Basketball is on the air.
It's Purdue and Ohio State today from Columbus, Ohio. This is the only regular season meeting between these two ball clubs. Starting lineups are presented by Hayes & Sons, helping Boilermakers restore their property damaged by fire, water, mold, or storms for over 42 years. At Hayes & Sons, we do restoration right. The Ohio State Buckeyes, 14-11 on the season, 4-10 in Big Ten competition. Here's how they will go. In the backcourt, the point guard, Bruce Thornton, 6'2", 215-pound sophomore from Fairburn, Georgia. He had 18 points in their last game out against Wisconsin. Also in the backcourt, Roddy Gale Jr., 6'4", 210-pound sophomore from Niagara Falls, New York. He averages 14.2 points a ball game. The forwards are Jamison Battle, 6'10", 220-pound grad student from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, who has played at both George Washington University and Minnesota. And Evan Mahaffey is at a forward, 6'6", 220-pound sophomore from Cincinnati, which started his career last year as a freshman at Penn State, playing for Micah Shrewsbury. The center is Felix Okpara, 6'11", 235-pound sophomore. He is originally from Nigeria. He has a blocked shot in 31 straight games. 59 blocks on the season. That's 8th best in the country. Ohio State, for the first time this season, will play under the guidance of an interim head coach. Jake Diebler, who played collegiately at Valparaiso, in his 8th season here at Ohio State on the coaching staff, named interim head coach after earlier this week Chris Holtman was relieved of his duties 7 years into the job here in Columbus. The second-ranked Purdue Boilermakers are 23-2 on the season, 12-2 in Big Ten competition, and here's how they will go. The point guard is Braden Smith, 6 foot, 175-pound sophomore from Westfield. What a game he had against Minnesota Thursday night. 16 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Also in the backcourt, Lance Jones, 6'1", 200-pound fifth-year transfer from Southern Illinois University, originally from Evanston, Illinois. Lance Jones averaging 12.8 points a game. The forwards are Fletcher Lawyer, 6'4", 180-pound sophomore from Fort Wayne's Homestead High School. And Trey Kaufman-Wren, the 6'9", 230-pound redshirt sophomore from Sellersburg, Indiana. Trey Kaufman-Wren had 9 points, 8 rebounds in the victory over Minnesota Thursday night. And the big man in the middle is Zach Edey, 7'4", 300 pounds, a senior from Toronto. We'll keep a close eye on Zach today because if he gets 5 rebounds, he'll tie Joe Barry Carroll for the most rebounds in the history of Purdue basketball. If he scores 21 points, he will equal E'Twaun Moore for the 3rd most points ever scored in a Purdue uniform. We'll keep a close eye on those numbers today. Boilermakers led by Matt Painter in his 19th season as the boss of the Boilermakers. Coach Painter is 16-19 all-time against Ohio State. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker basketball from Learfield. The officials for this game, as assigned by the Big Ten, Paul Zels, Earl Watson, and DJ Karstensen. Our opening tip-off presented by Republic Airways. Apply to Lift Academy. Start your aviation career today. Home white uniforms for the Buckeyes today. Script, Buckeyes written across the chest in scarlet. They have the scarlet numerals front and back on the white uniform as well. Purdue is in traveling blacks today. Black jerseys, black shorts. Purdue written in capital lettering, block lettering across the chest in old gold, with old gold numerals front and back for the Boilermakers on the black uni. Former Buckeye great Aaron Kraft is in the building today, trying to get the crowd fired up. What a player he was when he suited up for the Buckeyes. Really nice crowd on hand. This building seats just under 19,000. Not all the seats are full, but most are. And there are a lot of Boilermakers in the house today. 6'11" Okpara will jump it up against the 7'4" Zach Edey. Paul Zels will throw the ball high into the sky. Tip is tipped once, twice, and one actually by Purdue's Lance Jones in the front court. As we are underway at the Value City Arena. He did steal the tip, didn't he?
He really did.
Purdue's first possession right to left as we look at it here at the Value City Arena. Braden Smith from the right elbow falling backwards and knocking in a 15-footer. His defender actually fell down, leaving Braden wide open with a jump shot from the elbow, and Purdue leads 2-0.
From an Ohio State standpoint, that is just way too easy. Just completely unguarded pull up there for Braden.
Bruce Thornton fell down with the ball at midcourt. Trey Kaufman-Wren and Lance Jones jumped up on top of him, and that'll be a held ball situation where the possession arrow favors Ohio State.
How about Purdue defensively there? You don't see Purdue too often get really aggressive hedging ball screens. Obviously, Zach Edey, of course, is back there in that drop coverage, but right there with Trey Kaufman guarding Okpara, he got out there and high hedged that ball screen that really disrupted Bruce Thornton.
And Purdue does it again to Thornton near the mid-court stripe. He's trapped now, throws it high left wing where it's caught by Roddy Gale Jr. He'll dribble baseline, shoot a floater, and hit the side of the backboard. Rebounded by Purdue's Braden Smith. Quickly ahead to Lance Jones in transition. Bullseye! Lance Jones with a transition triple.
Oh, how about the start there for Purdue? Love the disruption defensively. Kaufman-Wren getting out there with those hedges. And then Purdue turning great defense into offense with Braden hitting Lance Jones on that right wing for the triple.
Purdue leads 5-0. We've played 1 minute, 10 seconds in Columbus. Thornton dribbling between the circles of the right hand. Left hand chest pass now to Roddy Gale Jr. He's guarded by Braden Smith. He'll drive into the painted area. He'll lose the ball. Stolen by Lawyer. Ahead to Braden Smith. It's a 3-on-2 for the Boilermakers. Lance Jones a 3 in the corner. Misses it weak side. Rebound Roddy Gale Jr. Purdue had numbers. Elected to shoot a 3. Missed it. And Ohio State has the ball. 5-0 Boilermakers lead Buckeyes. Early in the game here in Columbus. Okpara, top of the key, dribbles once, gives to Jamison Battle. Picks the ball up off the floor as Battle, throws it right back to Okpara on the right elbow. Trying to back down Trey Kaufman-Wren. Spins, shoots a hook shot, and misses it. Weak side rebound Mahaffey for Ohio State, then stolen by Braden Smith. So another takeaway by the Purdue defense. Purdue now attacking offensively right to left. Lance Jones, perimeter left, dribbling with Jamison Battle guarding him. Shot clock at 15. Chest pass, left wing outside of the arc, caught by Braden Smith. He dribbles to the right elbow, stops, leans in, bounces it into Trey Kaufman-Wren. He shot the ball up to the basket, and he made it, and he got fouled in the process. How in the world did Trey Kaufman-Wren muscle that ball into the bucket? I don't know.
Wow, I wasn't even anticipating he was going to be able to get the ball up on the glass just because it looked so awkward at first with the arms tangled. But sure enough, Trey Kaufman-Wren, pretty good upper body strength, is able to get that thing through off the window with the strong right hand. And now we got a chance for a three-point play.
Free throw on the way for TKR. Good. That's a good sign. An and one for Trey Kaufman-Wren. The Boilermakers at the line for an and one. Purdue's Degree Plus gives students the chance to earn a Bachelor of Science and one from the College of Liberal Arts, both in 4 years. Check out the Liberal Arts Degree Plus and see if and one is right for you. Purdue has an early 8-0 lead, and here's a bucket and a foul for Bruce Thornton to the Buckeyes. A 16-footer straight away. He knocked it home, and he was fouled by Lance Jones in the process.
Lance Jones, side ball screen there, gets caught behind. Tries to do a late contest on that pull-up. Bruce Thornton loves those mid-range pull-ups around the elbows. This time Bruce going to his left. Lance tried to get that late contest, and they claimed he hit him on the arm mid-shot, and Thornton's able to rattle in that free throw for the three-point play.
This is a good, really good free throw shooting team. Bruce Thornton, 83% himself. And now here's some three-quarter court pressure. Broken by the Boilermakers. Purdue will put the offense into motion. New man into the game for Ohio State, Dale Bonner, the grad student from Shaker Heights, Ohio, who had been playing at Baylor. Purdue with the ball down low on the right block to Trey Kaufman-Wren against Mahaffey. Will spin, he'll shoot, he'll score. A nice banker from the right block. Trey Kaufman-Wren has 5 early points.
This is a nice matchup for TKR. They don't have that physicality at the power forward spot to guard Trey on the block. He's been able to get to that right hand twice.
Deep three for Thornton. Good. Bruce Thornton coming off a screen. Knocks down a triple. He has all 6 of the points for Ohio State. Purdue leads 10-6.
And that was not an easy shot, but Bruce Thornton, he's a big-time player, likes shooting off the bounce. Right there, stop and pop, top of the key.
Boilermakers in their black unis here. Attacking the bucket to our left, Braden Smith, the lawyer. Lawyer faking a three, and he was fouled. He shot faked himself into some trouble, but Jamison Battle came flying out of control and knocked Fletcher down. First foul of the game on Jamison Battle. Purdue will inbound on the left sideline.
Nice ball movement there by Purdue on the perimeter, getting Jamison Battle into that closeout. Fletch, really good job using his shot fake as always, and got Battle in the air.
Purdue up 10-6. Purdue with the ball to the 16:25 mark. Inside it goes to Trey Kaufman-Wren against Mahaffey. Spins and scores again. Trey Kaufman-Wren having himself a good day early. 7 points. Purdue leads 12-6.
Well, I feel like I'm going to repeat myself here, but Trey really likes this matchup here with Mahaffey. Getting to that right hand once again. No resistance from Mahaffey.
I don't think Zach Edey's touched the ball, has he?
You might be right.
Purdue hasn't given the ball to Edey one time. Mahaffey will drive. He will shoot. Block. Shot blocked by Edey. Ahead to Jones. Lance Jones on a run out. His shot was blocked at the other end by Ohio State. Now here come the Buckeyes. Jamison Battle pushing tempo. Left to right in the white uniform. To Mahaffey. Now to Thornton. Floater from the right elbow short. Got his own rebound. Attacks the basket. Floats it over the head of Edey and scores. Bruce Thornton has done all of the scoring early in the game for Ohio State. He has all 8 points. Purdue leads 12-8.
You hate seeing a really good player on the other end get his head up, but right there Thornton sticks with his floater. After it comes off short, nobody boxes him out, and then he stays with it.
Smith lobbing for Edey. Count the basket and a foul. Akpara fouling Edey as he banged it home for a bucket. Purdue up 14-8 at the line for an and one. Purdue's Degree Plus gives students the chance to earn a Bachelor of Science and one from the College of Liberal Arts, both in 4 years. Check out the Liberal Arts Degree Plus. See if and one is right for you. Zach Edey shoots an and one when we come back. Purdue 14, Ohio State 8 on the Central Indiana Honda Dealers scoreboard. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, Indiana, are you ready to bust out the fun? Here's how to release the blitz when you play Cash Blitz Scratch-Offs from the Hoosier Lottery. First, pick up Cash Blitz Scratch-Offs at a retailer near you. Next, to experience all the fun, you have to get pumped because these scratch-offs are packed with top prizes all the way up to $500. The fun starts at just $1. Release the blitz today! Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
You know you've got a comeback in you. When you take the next step, you're going to make it count. For your career, for your family, for your life. You can earn a degree you're proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue Global is backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected and innovative public universities. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your comeback. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Higher yield potential starts with the season-long systemic disease protection of Xyway brand fungicides from FMC. Xyway brand fungicides protect corn crops from key foliar diseases and support physiological benefits that help develop healthier, higher-yielding corn for a difference you'll appreciate at harvest. Visit your FMC retailer for an at-plant advantage. Always read and follow all label directions.
This is Mason Gillis, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
Yeah, the good news for the Boilermakers, Purdue scored the first 12 points on offense without Zach Edey ever touching the ball. He did get the ball a moment ago and was fouled as he made a layup, so it's Purdue 14, Ohio State 8. Today's Purdue game brought to you by FMC. Score physiological benefits and higher yield potential with Xyway brand fungicides from FMC. Bob Riddell. I am no basketball expert, but it appears to me Purdue trying to establish Trey Kaufman-Renn early in this ballgame.
Are they claiming this foul happened on the floor?
Oh, yes, they are. And now it's 12-8, and now Matt Painter is losing his mind over there. So the bucket for Edey does not count. Wow. They counted it going to the timeout, and now they've taken it off the board. Purdue inbounds baseline left with Ethan Morton, who just subbed in. Lawyer, a floater, scores from the left baseline. First scoring of the game for Fletcher Lawyer, as Purdue has subbed in Ethan Morton and also into the game Mason Gillis. Purdue leading 14-8.
Zach Edey definitely not happy about losing those points, but Fletcher Lawyer does make up for it with a beautiful floater on that left baseline.
Boy, that was an interesting changing of events. Thornton misses a three in the corner, rebounded by Morton, who is the man guarding him. Ethan Morton into the game, trying to slow down the red-hot Bruce Thornton. Thornton in this game already has 8 points. He has all 8 of Ohio State's points. Lawyer, 15 feet straight away, in and out, no good. And a rebound pulled out of there by Devin Royal. And then the ball lost out of bounds, but Ohio State will keep it. Devin Royal, 6'6" freshman from Pickerington, Ohio, playing now, as is Zed Key, a 6'8" senior from Bayshore, New York. Purdue plays with Gillis and Lawyer, Edey, Morton, and Braden Smith. Purdue leading 14-8.
We just saw that last miss there by Thornton with Ethan on him defensively. Let's see if Ethan can shut his water off, like you said, the same way he was able to come and make an impact in that Minnesota game.
Here's Bonner on the right wing, throws it to the corner to Roddy Gale Jr. He goes to the free throw line and stops. Now lobbing it into Zed Key on the left block, guarded by Gillis. Purdue runs a double team at Zed Key, the senior. He dribbles with the right hand, shoots with the right hand hook, and misses. And Zach Edey has his first rebound of the game. Edey with a rebound, Purdue with a ball. Right to left, Braden Smith over the timeline at the 14:05 mark. Purdue 14, Ohio State 8. Braden Smith using a screen, top of the key from Edey on a screen and dive. Now to Lawyer, back inside to Edey. He'll spin against Key. He'll drop step and have the ball taken away from him, but then out of bounds. Zed Key stripped the ball from Edey, but he stripped it out of bounds baseline left. Purdue keeps the ball with 9 on the shot clock.
Man, missed opportunity there. That got Zach that ball pretty deep and ended up getting an angle as Zed Key kind of tried to dive into the passing lane. But Roddy Gale did a really good job when he saw Zed Key pretty much in trouble, just leaving his man completely and going down and trying to dig that thing out of there.
Really good defense by the Buckeyes. Purdue will lob into Edey on a baseline inbound. And he throws it right corner, caught by Braden Smith. Shot clock at 5. Back into Edey on the right block. He will spin, lost it again on a double down. Then out of bounds, last touch by Zach Edey. Very aggressive double teams in the low post by Ohio State. And they are flustering big Zach Edey right now with those double downs.
And that's where Zach, in a tight area there as the shot clock's winding down. I think I would have loved if he just maybe went straight up into his jump hook. It would have been a little bit further away than he's comfortable with. But as far as, the time on the shot clock in the tight space area, he tried to put that thing on the floor and it got knocked away.
Devin Royal inside of the arc, right wing, goes to Zed Key. He'll shoot a 3 and he'll make it. Zed Key makes a 3-point shot. He's a 29% three-point shooter on the season. And just like that, it's Purdue 14, Ohio State 11. What is it with 29% three-point shooters against Purdue? We saw the same thing with Minnesota Thursday night. Fletcher Lawyer driving all the way down the painted area. Missed it, but tipped up and in. An offensive rebound tip in for Zach Edey. First scoring of the game for Edey, his second rebound. Thornton, right wing to Royal. He'll shoot a 3. He's open. No good off the back of the orange. Rebounded by Mason Gillis. Quickly ahead to Braden Smith. Purdue's up 16-11. Boilermakers with the ball at the 12:45 mark. A foul away from the ball against Zach Edey. Edey was trying to clear space. Zed Key fell to the ground, and Edey is hit with a personal foul. His first. Zach Edey will come out of the game, replaced by Caleb First.
Would like to get another look at that offensive foul. Just watching Braden Smith dribbling the basketball, and you see Zed Key fall out of the corner of your eye. Be interesting to see if that was an embellishment or if Zach really, knocked him over.
Coach Painter is really getting after DJ Karstensen, the official who called that foul. So obviously the coach doesn't agree. Royal dribbling in on First, shooting from 10 feet away. He was fouled. The ball rolls off the front of the rim. Caleb First committing the foul on the jump shooter. That'll send Devin Royal, the freshman, to the foul line. Now he's a 60% foul shooter this year, is Royal. From Pickerington, Ohio. Ohio's Mr. Basketball last year. Wears a white t-shirt under the white jersey. Takes a couple of dribbles, shoots and misses. Almost shot an air ball. That ball barely grazed the front of the rim. New man in the game, Scotty Middleton for Ohio State. He's a 6'6 freshman from Miami, Florida.
And we like that because that means Bruce Thornton is subbing out of the game.
That's right. Bruce Thornton has been a one-man wrecking crew for the Buckeyes. He has 8 of their 11 points. Second free throw is up and made by Royal. His first point of the game. And here comes the three-quarter court press. This is a 2-2-1 here. Morton throws the ball over the timeline to Fletcher Lawyer, who brings it up the right sideline. Purdue up 16-12 with 12:20 to go in this first half. Lance Jones wants to dribble to the left elbow and stops. Throws the ball behind him to Caleb First, who dribbles twice and now gives to Fletcher Lawyer. Left wing Jones fakes a 3, dribbles in, shoots a floater from 12 feet, and it's no good. Rebounded by Lance Jones. As he tried to throw an outlet pass, he threw it away. Stolen by Dale Bonner of Ohio State. Middleton, perimeter right. Lobs into Zed Key on the right block. Purdue's going to run a double team at him, and now he dribbles back out to the perimeter to get away from that double team. Purdue up 16-12. Zach Edey on the bench. Right wing it goes to Middleton. Driving against Morton. Block shot from the right elbow. Out of bounds. Last touch by whom?
Foul.
Oh, foul. The shot was blocked, but away from the ball, we had a foul against Ohio State. So Purdue's going to have the ball regardless when we resume play. 11:42 to go. We're in the first half. Purdue 16, Ohio State 12 on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
You work hard. And at First Farmers Bank and Trust, we work hard for you. Since 1885, we've committed to helping families, businesses, and communities thrive financially. From home to the office, to the field, to the arena. We value hard work and perseverance as much as you do. Experience banking built on heart and grit today. Learn more at ffbt.com. First Farmers is a proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
At Siri Solutions,
Solutions, we're proud to back the Boilers season after season. Boilermakers know you can count on Ceres for all of your agronomy inputs, technology, power fuels, propane gas, and more. For almost 100 years, Ceres Solutions has been a trusted
coach. And for me, I don't think there's a place out there better for me than Purdue University.
Hi, I'm Kate Young, host of This is Purdue, the official podcast of Purdue University. Over the last 3 years, my conversations with Boilermakers have been serious, informative, and in the case of that exchange with former Purdue basketball coach Gene Cady and current head coach Matt Painter, downright fun. Be sure to follow This is Purdue on your favorite podcast app or on YouTube.
The time to save is now. It's Ford Truck Month at your local Ford dealer. And right now, we're offering special deals on all remaining 2023 Ford F-150s in stock. That's right. Get great incentives on the best-selling trucks in America for 47 straight years. But you can't wait. This is a limited time offer, and it's your last chance to save big on a 2023 Ford F-150. Check out all the great Truck Month deals at buyfordnow.com. And then get over to your local Ford dealer today.
The Matt Painter Show every Monday night, presented by Jimco Constructors. Join myself and the coach Monday nights at Walk-Ons at the Purdue Memorial Union. 6 o'clock if you'd like to see the show live. At Walk-Ons, it's always game day with a taste of Louisiana. You can also tune into this same radio station. Watch it on Purdue's Facebook and X channels, also the YouTube channel as well. Matt Painter Show presented by Jimco Constructors, proud partners of Purdue Athletics. Rob Blackman with Bobby Riddell. On-site engineer Wes Scott is alongside. Purdue leads 16-12. That last play as we went to break, block shot credited to Ethan Morton, and then a loose ball foul against Ohio State's Devin Royal. Camden Heide, the redshirt freshman from Minnesota, 6'7", 205 pounds, is subbed into the game. First time we've seen him today. Ohio State in some 1-2-2 three-quarter court pressure, now broken easily by Braden Smith with a left-handed dribble right to left. Purdue with the ball in a 4-point lead. Purdue's turned it over 3 times in the first half, so have the Buckeyes. Top of the key, a catch for first. Gives to Braden Smith, who dribbles high right wing. Now to Lance Jones left wing, to Trey Kaufman-Wren. Further left wing, trying to back down Zed Key. And he was fouled by Zed Key. As he tried a spin move to the baseline, Zed Key gave him the old forearm shove. First foul of the game on Zed Key.
Really effective post play so far by Kaufman-Wren, but this time a different matchup. He's got Zed Key, a little bit bigger bodied guy than Evan Mahaffey, so we'll see if he's able to have the same success.
Oh, Purdue on a baseline inbound, got Lance Jones wide open, who missed 2 layups. He missed the first one, got his own rebound, and missed it again. Purdue with a couple of bunnies, and at the other end, Zed Key does not miss. Oh, Purdue had 2 point-blank looks. Neither one of them go. Zed Key had a point-blank look, and he didn't miss.
Wow, I was getting ready to give Lance a hard time for blowing Braden's assist by missing the first one, because I thought he was going to get that putback on the second offensive rebound. I thought he was maybe padding his stats, but instead, the second one rolls off as well.
Braden Smith will shoot from 17 feet straight away. He will miss. Rebounded by the Ohio State Buckeyes, Scotty Middleton. Purdue leading 16-14. But Ohio State a chance to take the lead on a 3-point bucket. Down inside it goes to Zed Key. Cross key pass to Roddy Gale Jr. and he dunks the ball. First scoring of the game for Gale, and we are tied at 16 apiece.
Well, Purdue going with kind of a Buffalo post trap the last handful of games where they're bringing that trap from the baseline side. This time maybe lack of communication because Lance Jones on the far side does not get inside Gale, who cuts the rim for the flush.
Boilermakers with the ball, tied at 16. Lance Jones a 3, missed it, right wing. Rebound try by Purdue's Camden Heide, but Camden knocked the ball out of bounds. He was giving a great effort underneath the bucket, but he just couldn't catch it cleanly. It goes out of bounds, baseline left. Zach Edey will sub back in for Caleb First. We are tied at 16 apiece with 9:57 to go here in the first half.
Lance Jones going to be kicking himself a little bit. Had another really good look there on the right wing from 3. It goes begging. And just, a couple offensive possessions there Lance would like to have back, certainly.
Lance hit a 3 very early in this game in transition. It's his only scoring. Akpar to Bruce Thornton. Free throw line, hesitation dribble. Now goes all the way to the left block. Spinning against Lance Jones. Falling away, shooting and missing. Rebound in the hands of Lance Jones. Saved it inbounds to Braden Smith as he was falling out of bounds, baseline right. Here come the Boilermakers in their black uniforms. Tie game at 16. Purdue, top of the key, a catch for Lance Jones. Behind the back dribble to the right wing he goes. Now to Heidi, swing at left side Smith. Inside to Edey. He spins and he dunks. A beautiful pass by Braden Smith. Led the big fella, Zach Edey, to the rim for the dunk.
Great job there. Braden Smith throwing the pass away from the defender. Akpara on the high side there. Braden led Zach perfectly towards the rim, away from the defender. Easy flush for Big Z.
Zach averaging 16 points and 7 rebounds in his career against Ohio State. Here's a three for the Buckeyes, missed by Roddy Gale Jr. Long rebound out near the top of the key, grabbed by Braden Smith. He quickly throws it ahead to Camden Heidi, who had outrun the defense, and Heidi lays it into the basket.
Oh, you love that. That's that element Camden Heidi gives you when he's out on the wing, being able to run the floor and go high point a pass at the rim. Nice job finishing that easily in transition by Cam.
It was a matter of a long rebound, actually put Purdue in transition. Purdue up 20-16. They'll lob for Akpara. He missed a bunny. Tipped around and grabbed by Edey. Zach Edey's third rebound of the game. He needs 2 more to tie Joe Barry Carroll for the most all-time in school history. Braden Smith, perimeter right. Now stops and shoots left elbow. Hit it. 6 in a row for the Boilermakers. Purdue's up 22-16.
And that's that rescreening action Purdue does so well. Braden Smith comes off the screen to his right, doesn't have a great look. Zach rescreens to his left, and that created the space for Braden to get into that pull-up game, left elbow.
Jamison Battle, left wing to Middleton. Now top of the key, Akpara. He looks at the basket, dribbles once, gives to Thornton. Thornton against Lance Jones. Shot clock at 10. Thornton left wing to Middleton. Catch and shoot 3. Good. Scotty Middleton, his first scoring of the game. He only averages 3 points a game, but he just knocked in that triple.
And that's an example. A young player, Camden Heidi, he relaxed a little bit off the ball. Bruce Thornton had been stopped, but Cam relaxed, got out of his stance a little bit, and that let that closeout to be too far on that Middleton challenge.
Entry pass to Zach Edey. A foul is called. He was pushed in the back as the pass was coming to him. Foul is on Akpara. It's his second. No one gets you closer to the game than SiriusXM Big Ten Radio. Tune in for news, talk, analysis from the offseason through the regular season into the postseason. We've got Purdue covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.us/Big Ten Radio 2023. On the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard, Purdue 22, Ohio State 19. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Ready for Honda selection? Trade today. Full inventory is here. Get more for your trade and save thousands with 0.9% financing on the 2023 Ridgeline. Hondas are in stock. Get more for your trade and 0.9%.
3, 2, 1,
Go search your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 2/29/24.
If you're a Boilermakers fan, you know that scoring big is everything. Few things feel as good as watching your team pass, shoot, and dribble their way to victory. Off the court, you can experience that same feeling with a Magnum tractor from Case IH. Magnum tractors match the power, speed, and strength of the best Boilermakers by helping you net every challenge that comes your way. Score big with a Magnum tractor this season by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers to learn more. Boiler up!
Electric Plus has the mission to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana, leading the league in new construction, modernizations, and service repair. Family-owned and operated Electric Plus serves our communities with pride. We have 24/7 emergency coverage for all businesses, with offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington. Check us out online today. Visit electricplus.com and boiler up.
Attention fans, do you want a chance to win tickets to see the Boilermakers take on the Michigan State Spartans on March 2nd? Winner gets 2 tickets, hospitality passes, VIP parking, and a signed basketball. All you have to do is register at PurdueSports.com/basketballVIP by February 23rd, 2024 for a chance to win this amazing opportunity brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics.
This is Caleb First, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
Braden Smith already has 5 assists in this game. as Purdue leads Ohio State 22-19. With those 5 assists, Braden now 5th place. Purdue basketball for the most assists in a season. He just bypassed Bruce Parkinson from the 73-74 season. If you're looking for a unique kind of fun, you need Outrage Smash Therapy. Outrage has 3 rage rooms and a UV glow paint experience that's fun for all ages. Book your appointment online at outragesmash.com, Lafayette's only rage room. Purdue has the ball as we resume action. 3-point lead with 7:27 to go in the half. Inbounding left baseline, Braden Smith. Playing with Mason Gillis, Lance Jones, Zach Edey, Fletcher Lawyer. Purdue lobs into Edey, who then throws it right wing, caught by Lawyer. Into Edey on a cross screen and a foul away from the ball on Jamison Battle. Battle was trying to block or impede the progress on the cross screen for Edey and got hit with a foul. So 2 fouls now on Jamison Battle. Felix Okpara also 2 fouls for the Buckeyes. And at the line with a 1-and-1 is Zach Edey, because that is team foul number 7 on Ohio State.
And that's one of those plays as Zach goes into this first free throw in the 1-on-1 and he sinks it. As Zach's coming across that thing, Purdue throws him the basketball, and that draws a lot of attention, of course, to that action. That's one of those plays where if the ball isn't thrown to Zach, Jamison might have been able to get away with that chuck kind of in the middle of the lane. But once that ball's thrown, all the eyes go towards Big Z.
Second foul shot good, 2 for 2 in the game. Free throw shooting Zach Edey. And Purdue has a lead of 24-19. Ohio State the ball, wearing white here at home, in front of a very strong crowd, not capacity but close. Big building here, seats just under 19,000. Bruce Thornton in the corner to Battle. He stepped out of bounds. Jamison Battle wanted to do a rip and go from the left corner, but he stepped out of bounds right in front of the Purdue bench to give the ball back to Purdue.
Pretty good job there by Fletcher Lawyer, chasing Battle off those screens. I thought for a second he was going to be able to jump that passing lane, but it just got past him. Fortunately, Battle does step out of bounds.
Purdue a 3 from Lawyer, right wing, and no good. It's long, rebounded off the weak side by Evan Mahaffey. Purdue broke the press, had a wide open 3, but didn't get it to go. Battle dribbles left elbow, finds a new man in the game. That's the cutting Bruce Thornton, who shoots a floater and scores. 2 more for Bruce Thornton. Boy, what a first half he is having. He has 10 points.
He is so good in that mid-range area, and a nice pass there by Tyson Chapman, the true freshman from Minneapolis.
Yeah, that's the new man in the game. I didn't get around to saying his name because he'd already given the ball up to Thornton. Here's a foul as Purdue is driving. Jamison Battle, his 3rd. Boy, that's a big foul on Ohio State's Jamison Battle. Averages 13.7 a game. He fouled Fletcher Lawyer, and now Lawyer goes to the line with 2 foul shots. Lawyer makes the first foul shot. He is an 82% foul shooter. Battle will have to go to the bench with the 3 fouls, replaced by Roddy Gale Jr. Second foul shot also made by Fletcher Lawyer. Purdue leads 26-21.
Nice to see Fletcher knock those free throws down. He hasn't had 3 consecutive games in single digits yet this year. His previous 2 had single digits, so I'm expecting a big game from Fletcher, but a little bit of a slow start here, just 4 points.
He had a slow start in the first half last year in this building, but came on strong in the second half. Bruce Thornton against Edey, perimeter right. He'll shoot a 3, no good. Rebounded, that's loose on the floor. Who's going to get it? Edey. I think Edey will get credit for it. If so, that'll be his 4th rebound. Purdue to Lawyer. Lawyer will drive, throw it up against Mahaffey and miss. Rebounded Zach Edey. Now it goes to Mason Gillis. His layup is good. Let's see how they mark it. But if that indeed is Zach Edey's 5th rebound of the game, he's just tied Joe Barry Carroll for the most in the history of Purdue basketball. Ohio State the ball, Purdue leading 28-21. They may have given the last defensive rebound to Lawyer. We'll see who gets credited with it. Zed Key, a floater, baseline good. Zed Key was in trouble and pivoted himself out of trouble and found himself wide open from 8 feet away.
Oh, man, really good defense there by Purdue for the most of that possession, but gives Zed Key credit. Really good patience there, using his pivot foot to finally get that angle he needed.
Edey down low against Key, stripped away again. He saves it inbounds, does the Boilermakers' Zach Eady. 10 on the shot clock. Boy, Key's been good at stripping that ball from Zach when it's in the post. Here we go, back to Zach again. Now to Ethan Morton. Morton back into Eady. Shot clock at 2. He turns, he shoots, he misses a hook shot. Rebounded by Bruce Thornton of Ohio State. And indeed, Zach Eady has been credited with 5 rebounds in this game. He has now tied Joe Barry Carroll for the most rebounds in the history of Purdue basketball. The next rebound breaks the record. Mahaffey lobs for Zed Key, and a foul against Purdue as the lob was coming. Mason Gillis got caught behind in the post. First foul on Mason Gillis. Zed Key was posting hard. Team foul number 4, I beg your pardon, on Purdue, with 4:37 to go here in this first half. Purdue leading 28-23, and now Austin Parks will sub in the game, a 6'10 freshman from St. Mary's, Ohio, who's 260 pounds.
Yeah, just played in 7 games so far this year, but they want his big body to get a couple reps here against Zach.
Jake Diebler throwing a lot of bodies out there today for the Buckeyes. Thornton, a left-handed runner, and he was fouled. Is it against Zach Eady? It is. His second. Coming down the left side of the paint with a left-handed floater. Bruce Thornton was fouled. 2 fouls on Zach Eady, and that'll send Bruce Thornton to the foul line.
That is a tough call to go against Zach. Thornton with his momentum going to the left. There's maybe a little contact on the lower body, but Thornton goes to the ground and gets that call against Zach.
Thornton's free throw is good. Thornton wears number 2 on the white jersey, averages 15.8 points a game. Had 18 against Wisconsin midweek, has 11 in this game, and we're still at the 4:30 mark of the first half. Zach Eady subbing out, replaced by Trey Kaufman-Wren. Second foul shot for Thornton is also good. Now Miles Colvin will sub in for Purdue's Ethan Morton. Colvin, the 6'5 freshman from Indianapolis. Purdue 28, Ohio State 25. Purdue the ball here. Braden Smith will walk it over the timeline against some man-to-man defense here from the Buckeyes. Colvin sprints to the right wing. Now sets a screen for Braden Smith between the circles. Smith to the right wing, pulling up from 18 feet and missing. And a weak side rebound is grabbed there by Devin Royal of Ohio State. Purdue has a 3-point lead on the Buckeyes at the 4:05 mark of the first half. Thornton, boy, he's been good today. Guarded by Trey Kaufman-Wren. Goes all the way to the basket and then turned it over. Tried a no-look cross-key pass and threw it right to Fletcher Lawyer of the Boilermakers. And then Purdue throws it right back. Fletch was trying to cut near the top of the key, and Braden Smith did not think he was cutting, and Braden threw it out of bounds. Timeout on the floor. Purdue 28, Ohio State 25 with 3:54 to go in the first half on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCUA.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Ready for Honda selection? Trade today. Full inventory is here. Get more for your trade and save thousands with 0.9% financing on the 2023 Ridgeline. Are you ready? Hondas are in stock. Get more for your trade and 0.9%. 3, 2, 1. Go search your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 2/29/24.
If your company is seeking to relocate or expand quickly, Hancock County, Indiana has a wide variety of business sites, including 4 shovel-ready certified silver business parks, plus higher than normal broadband capacity with an extensive fiber network with more than 2,000 miles of lines. Connecting opportunity with success. Contact the Hancock County Economic Development Council at www.hancockedc.com or at 317-477-7241.
The 2023-24 Purdue basketball season is presented by Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Earn a degree you're proud of and employers respect. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu. 1998-99 Ohio State Buckeyes being introduced here at midcourt. Rob Blackman and Bobby Riddell, nice to have you with us at the Value City Arena, where Purdue leads 28-25. Purdue's looked a little disjointed in this game. Haven't gotten Zach Edey involved much. Right now he's on the bench with 2 fouls. He does have 6 points. But the nice thing is with this ball club, you look a little disjointed, out of sorts, you still have a 3-point lead on the road.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, it's kind of hard to put my finger on, what has made it feel like Purdue's disjointed, but I'm with you. It does feel like a little disjointed. Haven't really got fully in a rhythm, and maybe that's just because you haven't really been able to put one of those nice double-digit runs together. Yeah. And give Ohio State credit. They've had some guys come off the bench, step up and hit some shots. Zed Key, a big 3. Middleton, a big 3. And, of course, Bruce Thornton has been really impressive at that point guard position.
12 points for Thornton. Purdue did go on a 6-0 run. It was 16-16. Purdue went on a 6-0 run. Boilermakers up 22-16 at that point, but Ohio State, they've answered right back here. Roddy Gale Jr. will drive and score down the right side of the paint and makes a layup with his left hand. Roddy Gale Jr. has 4 points, and Purdue has a 1-point lead. Drove right past Ethan Morton for the layup. Morty tried to throw it inside and threw it outside of the reach of Trey Kaufman-Renn, and that is a Purdue turnover. That is only Ethan Morton's 6th turnover of the entire season. Entire season right there.
That was a tough play there for Ethan. Trey Kaufman-Renn trying to get that position. He just leads him a little bit too much, and Trey's not able to disengage from the post defender and corral that ball before it goes out of bounds on the baseline.
Purdue has 5 turnovers in the game. They had 10 against Minnesota midweek. Inside it goes for a layup. Good for the new man in the game, Austin Parks. And just like that, Ohio State leads 29-28.
And you're seeing a guy in Bruce Thornton starting to adjust to that ball screen defense from Purdue, the high hedge. A little more prepared for it. Handled it better and got the ball out of his hands. Then Purdue caught in rotations.
2:50 to go in this first half. Purdue trailing by a point. Leaning in, Braden Smith. He was fouled. He can't make the shot. Austin Parks took the shot fake, went for it, and then dipping in underneath him was Braden Smith from the right block, and he was fouled. 2 free throws coming for Purdue's Braden Smith, who has 4 points in the game.
Well, another Purdue guard missing a bunny there around the rim. That's one Braden would definitely like to have back, as he does drain the first free throw, but great job with this pump fake there around the rim and then steps through. But surprised Braden wasn't able to convert that close opportunity.
We are tied at 29. Braden Smith with number 3 on the black jersey. Dribbles once, shoots, and makes the freebie. Purdue back in front 30-29. 2:40 to go first half. Right now, Zach Edey on the bench with 2 fouls. Lance Jones on the bench, so is Fletcher Lawyer. Purdue rolling right now with the freshman Colvin. Gillis, Trey Kaufman-Renn as well. And Devin Royal got open on a give and go and lays it into the basket.
Well, just great offense there by Ohio State. He slips out of that side ball screen, and there's just no weak side defense with the entire Ohio State offensive players raised above the 3-point line on the weak side.
Boilermakers try to throw it inside of Trey Kaufman-Renn. He fell to his knees trying to grab the pass. And because he did that, he's called for traveling. That is 6 Purdue turnovers. Give the ball right back to Ohio State. The Buckeyes leading 31-30. Trey was saying I was pushed. That's the reason I fell to my knees. The official didn't buy it. And now the Buckeyes have the ball. Bruce Thornton wants to clear space as he dribbles right wing. Colvin guarding him. To the right baseline he goes. Gives to Zed Key, right back to Thornton. Pulls up from 17 feet straight away and scores again. Bruce Thornton right now is looking unstoppable. 33-30, Ohio State leading. Purdue's going to take a timeout. Matt Painter wants to talk about it, and he wants to sub Fletcher Lawyer back into the game with 1:38 remaining in the first half.
We'll give these Buckeyes credit. It's been a tough season so far. They had the coaching change, and they've really come out and battled here today. Their star player, Bruce Thornton, certainly answering the bell in one of those marquee point guard matchups against Braden Smith. He's probably, seeing a lot of the love Braden Smith's been getting and has had this game circled. He's definitely coming out and, making a statement here so far in this first half.
Release the blitz with the new Cash Blitz scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery. They're packed with fun and top prizes up to $500. The blitz starts at just $1. Play responsibly. Ohio State 33, Purdue 30. 14 first-half points for Bruce Thornton, who's added 2 rebounds and an assist. Young man from Fairburn, Georgia, getting it done right now for the Buckeyes.
It's feeling very similar to the game last year so far.
Yeah, good call. Good call. Fletcher Lawyer does sub in. Purdue's going to keep Zach Edey on the bench with those 2 fouls with 1:38 to go here. Here's Braden Smith catching it in the front court as we are back to action. Purdue right to left here in the first half. Braden Smith to Trey Kaufman-Wren on a screen and dive. He missed the jumper, got his own rebound, and then he was fouled. No, they're going to say a held ball. Held ball. Purdue keeps the possession. Baseline left. Nice strong move by Trey Kaufman-Wren. He missed the shot, but he went right back and got his own offensive rebound and then was tied up. Lawyer will trigger. Baseline, left side of the bucket. And now what do we have? Stoppage of play for just a quick second. And now we're back to action here. Purdue inbounding to Braden Smith. Fakes a baseline jumper, right wing. Right baseline, I beg your pardon. Dribbles once. Now top of the key, Lawyer. Lawyer will pull from 17, right wing. He missed. Bruce Thornton a rebound, his 3rd of the game. Buckeyes want to push tempo. Middleton faking a 3, right wing. Now goes inside to Zed Key. Key on the right block, spinning against Trey Kaufman-Wren. Shooting a fall-away banker, missing badly, but a rebound for the Buckeyes, Devin Royal, and he scores. 5 points for Devin Royal, this time an offensive rebound, and Ohio State leads 35-30.
Yeah, really bad miss there by Zed Key on the turnaround jumper, but Devin Royal on the weak side had sealed in Miles Colvin and gets the board.
Lawyer a floater, misses this one, right wing. Rebounded, Ohio State. Here come the Buckeyes. Thornton a 3, left wing, short. Long rebound, though, picked up by Roddy Gale, and he was fouled by Gillis. The rebound came all the way out to the top of the key. Gale was able to beat Gillis to the loose ball. Second foul on Mason Gillis. 16 fouls on Purdue. Timeout Ohio State. 36 seconds to go in the half. Ohio State leading Purdue 35-30. Buckeyes will use their use it or lose it timeout here because they want to draw up a play here on what should be their final possession of the first half.
Well, these last couple minutes here are resembling a lot of what the last couple minutes of our last game were as far as closing out the first half against Minnesota. Minnesota really punished Purdue in those closing minutes of the first half, built that 8-point halftime lead. Unfortunately for Purdue here today in Columbus, it's feeling very similar as this first half has come to a close. Ohio State looking to try to build an even larger advantage here in this final 36 seconds, currently leading by 5.
Yeah, the one thing Purdue had going for it Thursday is Purdue was at home.
Right.
They could use the energy of the crowd in the second half, trailing by 8 points. Not a luxury Purdue has here. How about Ohio State? 14 of 28, 50% shooting. Normally a 44% shooting team. And Ohio State has the ball here. Again, 36 seconds to go with 20 on the shot clock for the Buckeyes. They lead the Boilermakers 35-30. Roddy Gale Jr. between the circles, dribbling right elbow, stopping now. And now continuing to the right baseline. He's trying to back down his defender. Kicks it out to Royal for a 3. No. Rebounded Royal. And then to Key. And then Thornton has it left wing. So now the Buckeyes could almost hold for the final shot. Another offensive rebound for the Buckeyes. 12 on the game clock, 10 on the shot clock. Thornton will drive to the right elbow. Spin and give to Key. Key will fake a 3. Kick in the corner to Middleton. His 3 on the way is an air ball, and it's the final shot of the... Actually, it's not the final shot of the first half. The final shot of the first half will be an 80-footer by Purdue that almost went in. 35-30. Ohio State leads Purdue as we have reached the halftime horn. The Buckeyes outscore the Boilermakers 10-2 over the final 4 minutes of the first half. And Ohio State puts itself in a really good spot. They have a 5-point lead on the second-ranked team in the country, the Purdue Boilermakers. When we come back, our Coors Light halftime report begins. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
What is 988? It's a way forward. It's a listening ear. It's whatever help you need when you need it. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline offers trained crisis specialists ready to talk to you 24/7. If you or someone you love is experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis in their life, call or text 988. Want more information? Visit 988indiana.org.
At Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First, we do more than lend. We lift up our rural communities that we serve, too. From our day-to-day business of providing reliable credit to farmers and rural residents, to our community investment efforts and scholarships for college students, we help Indiana's rural communities find their next level. Visit FCMA.com to learn more about how we work with partners like Purdue University. Boiler up. Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First are equal opportunity lenders.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. You're ready for the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by Coors Light, made to chill. Proud sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. Also brought to you by Case IH. Take your success off the court and out into the field with Case IH's superior farming tools. Visit your local Case IH dealer or learn more at caseih.com/Boilermakers. And by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products. Get to know us at indianakitchen.com. Purdue Boilermaker Basketball is on the air. This is the Boilermaker halftime.
4 from 3, so Purdue fortunate that he hasn't got really going from that standpoint, but 14 total points and definitely running the show, feeling really comfortable on that offensive end.
Purdue's Zach Edey played only 12 and a half minutes in the first half because of foul trouble. He has 2 fouls. Zach did have 6 points, 5 rebounds in those first 20 minutes. It's Ohio State 35, Purdue 30. More of the Coors Light halftime report when we return, including the halftime statistics presented by Ruoff Home Mortgage. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Ross-Ade Stadium, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni.
We're student interns. We're student parents. We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members. We're Boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, president at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler made.
Visit indianakitchen.com, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Folks ask, Salty Pete, what's the best part of being a pirate? Hello? It's all the buried treasure. I've been following this here treasure map all day. Time to dig. Oh, I once knew a lesson, old Charlie with... Arr!
Hey, that weird pirate guy just took out a power line.
Blow me down. Literally.
Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Boilermaker fans, did you know that Canon 4 helps leading-edge companies get out of the office printer and copying business? We're a legendary company with legendary people and a legendary platform that will help your business improve document workflow and increase business efficiencies. To learn more, visit Canon4.com. That's CANNON, the number 4.com.
'Cause we're gonna be
Higher yield potential starts with the season-long systemic disease protection of Xyway brand fungicides from FMC. Xyway brand fungicides protect corn crops from key foliar diseases and support physiological benefits that help develop healthier, higher-yielding corn for a difference you'll appreciate at harvest. Visit your FMC retailer for an at-plant advantage. Always read and follow all label directions.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Purdue University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
This is our Coors Light halftime report, where Ohio State leads Purdue 35-30. Let's look at the halftime stats presented by Ruoff Mortgage. Ruoff Mortgage is a proud supporter of Purdue basketball. Ruoff's top-notch customer service makes your home ownership dreams an easy reality. Apply online at ruoff.com. Before I give you those numbers, let's pause. 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker basketball from Learfield. In the first half, Ohio State 14 of 30 shooting, 3 of 10 from the three-point line, 4 of 5 at the foul line. They out-rebound Purdue 16-15. Buckeyes get 14 first-half points from Bruce Thornton. Thornton averages 15.8 a game. Just 4 first-half turnovers for the Buckeyes. They had 1 block shot. That came from Evan Mahaffey. 5 assists on the 14 made buckets. Purdue, 11 of 27 shooting. That's just 40.7%. Purdue leads the Big Ten in field goal percentage at 49%, but not in the first 20 minutes. Purdue was just 1 of 4 from the three-point line, and 7 of 7 from the foul line. Purdue with 15 rebounds, 5 of those from Zach Edey. He's now equaled Joe Barry Carroll for the most rebounds in Purdue history. Boilermakers got 7 points from Trey Kaufman-Wren. Very early, those 7 came. 6 from Zach Edey, 6 from Braden Smith. Braden has 5 assists. Purdue had 7 assists all told. Boilermakers had 6 first-half turnovers. Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill. Official partner of Purdue Athletics. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly. A look at the out-of-town scoreboard presented by your Central Indiana Honda dealers when we come back to the Coors Light halftime report. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
University Bookstore is the official textbook source for Purdue Athletics and the home of the original Purdue Pete. Cash in on 3-Point Thursdays with Purdue men's and women's basketball. When Purdue scores, so do you. With winning home games, you can save up to 39% on in-store purchases. Gear up for game days with the #1 fun place for Purdue. University Bookstore, 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. It's University Bookstore.
The time to save is now. It's Ford Truck Month at your local Ford dealer. And right now, we're offering special deals on all remaining 2023 Ford F-150s in stock. That's right. Get great incentives on the best-selling trucks in America for 47 straight years. But you can't wait. This is a limited time offer, and it's your last chance to save big on a 2023 Ford F-150. Check out all the great Truck Month deals at buyfordnow.com. And then get over to your local Ford dealer today.
You work hard. And at First Farmers Bank and Trust, we work hard for you. Since 1885, we've committed to helping families, businesses, and communities thrive financially. From home to the office, to the field, to the arena. We value hard work and perseverance as much as you do. Experience banking built on heart and grit today. Learn more at ffbt.com. First Farmers is a proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Higher yield potential starts with the season-long systemic disease protection of Xyway brand fungicides from FMC. Xyway brand fungicides protect corn crops from key foliar diseases and support physiological benefits that help develop healthier, higher-yielding corn for a difference you'll appreciate at harvest. Visit your FMC retailer for an at-plant advantage. Always read and follow all label directions.
Welcome back here to the halftime show. Purdue trailing the Ohio State Buckeyes on the road 35-30 at the half. Time now for our out-of-town scores segment, and today's out-of-town scores are brought to you by your Central Indiana Honda dealers. We'll first start off and look at some of the Big Ten action from around the country here today, and two other games besides this Purdue game still yet to kick off later this afternoon. The Northwestern Wildcats traveling on the road to take on the Indiana Hoosiers. Northwestern 17-8 on the season, Indiana 14-10. That game will tip at 3 o'clock on FS1. And then later on this evening at 6:30 on the Big Ten Network, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, 14-10 on the year, will travel to take on the Minnesota Golden Gophers, who are 15-9 on the season. As far as Big Ten play yesterday, there was 4 games. Nebraska defeated Penn State 68-49 at Nebraska. 20th ranked Wisconsin fell on the road at Iowa 88-86 in overtime. 14th ranked Illinois was victorious on the road at Maryland 85-80. And then lastly, in primetime last night, a rivalry game, the Michigan Wolverines fall at home to the Michigan State Spartans 73-63. Drive the road to win with Honda and have fun off the court with the most fun-to-drive vehicles. Your Central Indiana Honda dealers are proud supporters of Purdue Athletics. We'll take a look at the keys of the second half in just a moment when we return to the Coors Light Halftime Report. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Lafayette Limo, family-owned, women-owned, serving Greater Lafayette for over 33 years. Shuttles to and from Indianapolis and O'Hare airports 365 days a year. Make your reservations now at LafayetteLimo.com. Charters of all sizes anywhere in the continental USA. Lafayette Limo, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Just sit back and let us drive. There's no need to compromise. Your ride to relaxation, Lafayette Limo.
Talking on the phone is difficult if you've been exposed to loud noises over time. Combat veterans, factory workers, farmers, gun and motorcycle enthusiasts can have trouble hearing on the telephone. Relay Indiana helps return clarity to your phone conversations. Relay Indiana also provides free loaned equipment to those who qualify. Get the CapTel caption telephone from Relay Indiana. Visit RelayIndiana.com now.
Attention fans, do you want a chance to win tickets to see the Boilermakers take on the Michigan State Spartans on March 2nd? Winner gets 2 tickets, hospitality passes, VIP parking, and a signed basketball. All you have to do is register at PurdueSports.com/basketballVIP by February 23rd, 2024 for a chance to win this amazing opportunity brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics.
Hey Indiana, are you ready to bust out the fun? Here's how to release the blitz when you play Cash Blitz Scratch-Offs from the Hoosier Lottery. First, pick up Cash Blitz Scratch-Offs at a retailer near you. Next, to experience all the fun, you have to get pumped because these scratch-offs are packed with top prizes all the way up to $500. The fun starts at just $1. Release the blitz today! Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Thursday night, the Boilermakers trailed at halftime 43-35 to Minnesota. Purdue would come back and win that game. Here today, Purdue trails at the half 35-30 on the road against Ohio State. Buckeyes will have the first possession of the second half. Rob Blackman here with Bobby Riddell, on-site engineer Wes Scott, and Ethan Sargent working for us in our Learfield studios. Zach Edey starts the second half playing with 2 fouls. Jamison Battle starts the second half for Ohio State. He's playing with 3 fouls. Battle scoreless in the first half. Yet Ohio State has a 5-point lead. That's good news for the Buckeyes. Battle's their 3rd leading scorer, and he was scoreless. Bruce Thornton now guarded by Lance Jones, going right block, shooting a floater against Lance and missing. Long rebound, right back to Bruce Thornton. That is 6 offensive rebounds for Ohio State in this game. Purdue having trouble grabbing defensive caroms. Roddy Gale, snake dribble to the right elbow against Edey. Now retreats. Shot clock is at 5. He's going to try to size up Edey. He'll drive on Zach, shoot a floater, miss it. Rebounded Edey, and there it is, the record breaker. Zach Edey's rebound. He is now the all-time career leader in rebounds in the history of Purdue basketball.
That is an unbelievably cool moment there for Big Z. Joe Barry Carroll, an all-time great.
And offensively, Big Z shoots a banker and scores over Okpara at the other end. 8 points for Zach Edey, so a nice little exchange for Zach. A defensive rebound that sets the school record, and now a bucket for Purdue. Mahaffey into the corner to Roddy Gale Jr. Purdue trails 35-32. With the ball is Okpara on the right block. Throws in the left corner. It's caught by Jamison Battle. Skip pass way out high to Roddy Gale Jr. with 5 on a shot clock. He dribbles to the right baseline, throws it opposite corner to Mahaffey, floater good. Mahaffey had to hurry up and get rid of that ball because the shot clock was expiring, but he makes the baseline jumper, and the lead is at 37-32.
It's just a clutch play there from Ohio State as the shot clock's winding down. Purdue, pretty good defense, but you got to get that last stop there, late clock, and Mahaffey comes through with a tough floater baseline.
5-point lead for the Buckeyes. Purdue, top of the key, Lance Jones throws it inside to Edey. He throws it down low to Trey Kaufman-Renn, who lays it in. That's an assist for Zach Edey and a bucket for Trey Kaufman-Renn.
Well, how about the interior passing there from Big Z? Dropping that thing off to Kaufman-Renn underneath the outstretched arm of the post-trap defender.
9 points for Trey. He had 9 points, 8 rebounds against Minnesota Thursday night. Roddy Gale down low for Okpara, and he had his legs cut out from under him by Trey Kaufman-Renn. So the foul will go against Trey Kaufman-Renn, his first. Ohio State was lobbing it inside to Okpara. He jumped up to catch it and then had his legs chopped out from underneath him. Ohio State will inbound baseline left. 17:49 to play in this game. Buckeyes lead 37-34. And a foul on Fletcher Lawyer. He was too aggressive, trying to steal the ball away from Jamison Battle, perimeter left. First foul on Fletcher.
Coach Painter telling Fletch, it's all right, it's all right. I think he likes seeing Fletcher get out there, be physical, try to pressure the basketball a little bit. Obviously, you don't like picking up, little ticky-tack fouls like that, but I think from a guy like Fletch, you like seeing some of that aggressiveness on the defensive end.
Battle, 15 feet. He will pull, he'll score. First scoring of the game for Jamison Battle. The left-hander knocks home the bucket, and now it's 39-34 Ohio State. Purdue on offense, working left to right here in the second half, wearing the black uniforms. Inside to Edey, and he was fouled on a double down by Mahaffey. Mahaffey tried to double from the high side. Oh, they're going to give it to Okpara. Could have gone either way, but Okpara, that's his third. Ohio State would have rather that probably go against Mahaffey. That would have been his second. Okpara exits with 3 fouls. He's replaced by senior Zed Key. Purdue's trailing by 5. Purdue with the ball. Braden Smith dribbling between the circles with his left hand. Chest pass right wing to Lawyer. Jamison Battle guards him. He's in trouble on the elbows, spins out of it, throws the ball to Braden Smith with a shot clock at 7. Dribbling point right is Braden Smith. Now going right baseline. Between the leg dribble, step back jumper is no good, and it's rebounded by Ohio State's Jamison Battle. Buckeyes with a 3-on-3 to the other end. They threw it away. Bruce Thornton got a little too aggressive on his lead pass and threw it over the head and out of bounds. Zed Key, the intended receiver.
Purdue fortunate there. Kaufman-Renn had really crashed the glass on the offensive rebounding opportunity. Zach Edey down there as well. So Zed Key was out in front with only Braden Smith down there on the other end. If he's able to catch that ball, it's probably an easy finish. Fortunately, that pass a little too hot.
Braden Smith, top of the key. Trey Kaufman-Renn lobbing inside to Edey. Spinning and shooting with the right hand and scoring. 2 more for Zach Edey. Purdue's trailing 39-36 off the right-handed hook shot.
Man, Zach just keeps it simple, goes straight up with that jump hook. That thing's money most of the time. Nice play there.
Mahaffey left wing, swings it further left to Battle. Top of the key, Zed Key. Dribbling with the right hand, now picking up the dribble, giving to Roddy Gale. Roddy Gale Jr. lobbing to Key, a catch and a dunk. Zed Key dunks it home for the Buckeyes.
Some empty side ball screen action there, and Trey Kaufman-Renn just gets caught hedging a little bit too much, and a nice dime there on the lob pass to Zed Key.
Edey down low, spinning in trouble. They're going to call a foul before he shot it. Official Paul Zels calls the foul before the shot was taken. It will go against Mahaffey, his second. Purdue is going to inbound baseline right. Purdue is finding offense here in the second half. The problem is the Boilermakers aren't getting any stops. 16:05 to go in the game. Purdue trails by 5. Fletcher Lawyer wants to inbound baseline right. Lobs it way out high, caught by Trey Kaufman-Renn on the feet on the right arc. Now to Lawyer, left side Jones. Lance dribbles left baseline and stops at the block. Reverse pivots, throws it out high, caught by Braden Smith. We're down to 5 on the shot clock. Braden uses a screen, left wing, pulling from 17 feet, scoring. Boy, Purdue needed that. Shot clock expiring. Braden Smith from 18 feet away.
It's just big time right there. It's so nice. What a luxury Purdue has. Late shot clock to go to that ball screen between Braden and Zach Edey. And Braden so often able to get something good for this Purdue offense.
41-38, Buckeyes the lead. Thornton the ball, guarded by Lance Jones, dribbling left elbow, stopping, falling away and missing. That ball could have partially been deflected, but rebounded by the Buckeyes. Battle of 3, got it. Another offensive rebound. The Buckeyes cash in.
You said earlier, Rob, that has been the game so far, really. The second chance cracks that Ohio State's had, it's just really killed this morale of the Purdue defense when you get these stops and you can't convert with the defensive rebound.
44-38, Ohio State lobbing for Edey, dropped it, got it back. He's underneath the basket, lost it a second time. Now it's going to be knocked out of bounds, and from the Purdue bench, no, saved by Ohio State. 3-on-2 for the Buckeyes. Battle 3, a left wing, good. Timeout Purdue. Jamison Battle was scoreless in the first half. He scores 8 second-half points just like that. And Ohio State leads Purdue 47-38 with 14:45 to go in the game. On a Central Indiana Honda dealer scoreboard, this is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Higher yield potential starts with the season-long systemic disease protection of Xyway brand fungicides from FMC. Xyway brand fungicides protect corn crops from key foliar diseases and support physiological benefits that help develop healthier, higher-yielding corn for a difference you'll appreciate at harvest. Visit your FMC retailer for an at-plant advantage. Always read and follow all label directions.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
If you're a Boilermakers fan, you know that scoring big is everything. Few things feel as good as watching your team pass, shoot, and dribble their way to victory. Off the court, you can experience that same feeling with a Magnum tractor from Case IH. Magnum tractors match the power, speed, and strength of the best Boilermakers by helping you net every challenge that comes your way. Score big with a Magnum tractor this season by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers to learn more. Boiler up!
This is Coach Brandon Brantley, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
Today's Purdue game is brought to you by FMC. Score physiological benefits. and higher yield potential with Xyway brand fungicides from FMC. Purdue did a good job of keeping Jamison Battle, the grad transfer from Minnesota, in check in the first half. He had 0 points, 3 fouls, but he has gotten loose here in the second half. 2 3-point baskets. He has 8 total points, and Ohio State has their largest lead of the game at 47-38.
Well, they were able to keep Jamison Battle, in check there for so long, and a lot of that was foul trouble related, of course. Battle not on the floor for very much in that first half. He only played 10 minutes and had no points, but no field goal attempts even in that first half. But unfortunately here, it's got unleashed, and Purdue caught a tough break there on the loose ball. Evan Mahafy's foot out of bounds, but the official not able to see it with all the bodies there, and that leads to the Battle 3 in transition.
Purdue with the ball, trailing by 9 with 14:35 to go. Purdue trailed by 10 against Minnesota in the second half. Thursday came back to win. And a turnover, a steal. Purdue tried to throw it inside. Zed Key stepped in front. Battle another 3, good again. Jamison Battle cannot miss right now. He has 11 points, all in the second half.
Wow, that's a really good look for Jamison Battle in transition. You just got to be aware of that guy, especially when he's as hot as he is right now. 3 straight threes.
He has scored 11 of the 15 second half points for Ohio State. All the way to the rim, Braden Smith lost the ball. A run out for Ohio State and a foul. Fletcher Lawyer fouled Bruce Thornton to try to stop a fast break opportunity. Timeout on the floor. It's all Buckeyes at the moment. Ohio State 50, Purdue 38. 13:55 to go on the Central Indiana Honda dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Hancock County, Indiana, located just 15 minutes from downtown Indianapolis near I-70 and I-465, is open for business. Learn why we are one of the fastest growing communities in Indiana. With access to available land, infrastructure, transportation, and a regional airport, join other national brands like Amazon, Carvana, and Walmart, and discover why we are the best kept secret in central Indiana. This message brought to you by the Hancock County Economic Development Council. Visit us at HancockEDC.com or at 317-477-7241.
University Bookstore, we're more than just a bookstore.
You want it? We got it. University Bookstore has you covered on all Purdue athletic sports apparel. Shop online at PurdueU.com. Anything and everything you need. Or visit us at our main location across from the Union and our stadium store across from Mackey Arena. You want it? We got it. Only at
University Bookstore, we're more than just a bookstore.
the official textbook source for Purdue athletics.
You know you've got a comeback in you. When you take the next step, you're going to make it count. For your career, for your family, for your life. You can earn a degree you're proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue Global is backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected and innovative public universities. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your comeback. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Welcome to game day. You can feel the excitement all across campus. If it was a regular day, we could talk more about BW Fusion and how we're helping Indiana farmers increase profitability with fact-based crop nutrition programs. But today, it's all about basketball. So let's just say, boiler up. BW Fusion, the most powerful gallon in agriculture. A proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics. Boiler up.
Purdue Athletics would like to thank and recognize members of the Black and Gold Club who support Purdue Athletics through their sponsorship at the highest level. Black and Gold Club members include Indiana Packers, Molson Coors, Purdue Federal Credit Union, Purdue Global, Rohrman Automotive Group, and Wabash, each great partners of Purdue Athletics. Purdue trailing 50-38. 11 second-half points for Jamison Battle. Purdue is being out-rebounded 19-16. Purdue 9 turnovers. Ohio State only 5. Purdue's had back-to-back turnovers their last 2 possessions, and both of them have led to Jamison Battle triples.
This has been a rough start here to the second half, letting Jamison Battle get unleashed. Purdue now, a lot of time left in this game, 13:55. 12 points is not an insurmountable advantage by any means, but Purdue's really got to get going offensively. You can't have live ball turnovers leading to transition.
Ohio State has the ball. They're attacking the bucket to our left. Battle of three right wing. He missed one. Ethan Morton was guarding him. That was a heat checker because Ethan was right up in his jersey. He missed it. Purdue has the rebound. Now can Purdue find some offense? Boilermakers finally got a stop on defense. 13:35 to go. Morton, left wing, guarded by Devin Royal of Ohio State. Top of the key, a catch for Braden Smith. Wants to use a screen from Edey and does at the top of the key. Stops at the right elbow, leans in, and draws contact from Dale Bonner. Dale Bonner, transfer from Baylor. Played his first 2 years at Fairmont State Division II basketball. Then 2 years at Baylor, now playing a grad year here at Ohio State. Purdue inbounding baseline right. Lobbing to Edey on the right block against Zed Key. Out to Lance Jones, an open three straight away. Triple time, Lance Jones.
That's a much-needed three there. Lance Jones, top of the key, was able to line that thing up. A nice in-and-out action from Zach Edey when they brought the double. Hopefully this gets Purdue back rolling.
Purdue now 2 of 6 from the three-point line. Both makes from Lance Jones. Purdue trails 50-41. Ohio State has the ball. Zed Key, right side, Roddy Gale Jr. tipped away from him, now out of bounds, rolling, no, stayed inbounds. Roddy Gale picks it up in the backcourt. He's having trouble with the ball. Throws it to the front court with 1 on the shot clock. Zed Key, a three. No good, rebounded Mason Gillis. That was a wild possession. Ohio State had to quickly get the ball in the front court with 2 on the shot clock. Zed Key shot a wild three from the right corner and he missed it. Purdue with the ball here, into Zach Edey, catches and dunks on the pass from Braden Smith.
What a sequence there for Braden Smith. He literally lays out twice in a row going for the loose ball, is able to force that really extended deep shot from Zed Key, and then drops a beautiful assist off to Zach.
Floater in the paint is up, and it's good by Dale Bonner. First scoring of the game for Bonner, who averages 4.5 points per game. And now the lead at 52-43 for Ohio State. 12 minutes exactly to go in the game. Braden Smith at the right elbow, throws it opposite corner for Gillis. He lobs into Edey. Edey stripped away by Zed Key. Picked up by Bonner. He attacks the basket and lays it in. Back-to-back buckets for Bonner. Timeout on the floor. Ohio State 54, Purdue 43. As once again, Zed Key does a good job of stripping the ball away from Zach Edey when it gets thrown in the post. On the Central Indiana Honda dealer scoreboard, Buckeyes leading by 11 with 11 and change to play. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Ready for Honda selection? Trade today. Full inventory is here. Get more for your trade and save thousands with 0.9% financing on the 2023 Ridgeline. Hondas are in stock. Get more for your trade and 0.9%.
3, 2, 1,
Go search your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 2/29/24.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCAA.
Higher yield potential starts with the season-long systemic disease protection of Xyway brand fungicides from FMC. Xyway brand fungicides protect corn crops from key foliar diseases and support physiological benefits that help develop healthier, higher-yielding corn for a difference you'll appreciate at harvest. Visit your FMC retailer for an at-plant advantage. Always read and follow all label directions.
This is TKR, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
Ohio State 54, Purdue 43. 11:44 remains in the game. Purdue fans win a prize pack with tickets to the Purdue-Michigan State basketball game on March 2nd at Mackey Arena. Go to PurdueSports.com/basketballVIP and register by February 23rd for a chance to win. That's coming up quickly, fans, February 23rd. Brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics. Purdue struggling, down by 11 with 11 and change to play in Columbus. Buckeyes playing under an interim head coach in Jake Diebler. And the Buckeyes in the second half have done a good job of offensive rebounding. They've done a good job of getting Jamison Battle involved offensively. And they have done a good job of extending this lead, which at halftime was only 5 points.
Purdue being out-rebounded certainly is something you didn't expect in this game. You know, more overall rebounds, 19-18, and the more offensive rebounds, 7-5. That's just something that doesn't happen too often to this Purdue team.
Purdue does have the ball here, clock ticking. Lance Jones dribbling over the timeline, left to right, guarded by Bruce Thornton. Just past left side to Smith, goes now into Edey, and catching near the elbow. Back out to Braden Smith, now to Mason Gillis, straight away, three, no good, and a foul on the rebound on Zed Key. Zach Edey had position. Zed Key gave him a slight shove in the back, and Purdue keeps the ball baseline right. Foul on Key, his second. Lobbing into Edey, Purdue on the block, guarded by Key. Foul this time, Zed Key reached in, committed his third foul, and this will be a shooting foul for Zach Edey. So back-to-back fouls on Zed Key in the low post. I tell you what, Zed's done a good job today of stripping that ball from Zach when he's caught it in the paint. That time, though, he got too much of the wrist.
He's decided, you know, with his undersized ability, he doesn't think he can really get up there and contest maybe Zach as well as he would like, as Zach hits the first free throw, being undersized as he is. So, yeah, you're right. He's kind of gone with that approach, the gamble approach of, I'm just going to try to slap down hard as Zach gets into a shooting motion while Zach still has the ball down, you know, near hip height. And he got one of them with the strip. This time got too much arm.
Second foul shot for Zach Edey is good. Zach has 14 points, leading all Purdue scorers. Purdue down 54-45. Ohio State the ball. Bonner dribbling between the rings, gives it now. So didn't know why. Now I do. They were going to call goaltending regardless, but the basket went in for Braden Smith. Purdue's down 54-47. Clock stops with 10:48 to play.
We'll see if Ohio State's able to respond like they did last time. Purdue had got it down to 7, and Ohio State responded with 4 quick points, get the crowd back into it. Big possessions here. Can Purdue get a couple more stops? Get this thing into single possession.
Thornton dribbling between the circles. Now to the right elbow he goes. Shoots a floater. Blocked by Edey. Blocked by Edey. Ahead and then stolen. Lost out of bounds. No, a timeout. A timeout for Ohio State. The shot was blocked. Purdue tried to outlet. It was tipped away to the near sideline. As we look at it, the Ohio State player, Dale Bonner, dove on the ball, and before he was out of bounds, he was able to call timeout. Timeout grounded by the official, DJ Karstensen, and Matt Painter is losing his mind over there. Coach Painter believes that Bonner was already out of bounds with the ball in his possession before he signaled for the timeout. Instead, the Buckeyes are granted the ball.
That was a break there for Ohio State. Bonner had the right idea. He dove for the ball, and he started, as soon as his hands made contact with the ball, he started trying to signal for a timeout. But what hurt Bonner in that case was as he was trying to signal for a timeout, he fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
So to your point, he didn't actually have control until he was out of bounds. But the way he turned his body, I think he shielded Karstensen a little bit, and Karstensen couldn't see that he had fumbled the ball as he was yelling and signaling timeout. So I think the official felt like he had control the whole time while his body was sliding, but in reality he did not.
And that would have been a 2-0 for Purdue at the other end.
And they almost had it on that block shot.
Block shot again, this one from Braden Smith. Purdue on the run, a 3-on-2. Braden Smith on the right wing. He actually blocked the shot of Bonner at 16 feet, did Smith. Purdue has the ball here. Inside to Caleb First. Out to Ethan Morton in the corner. Now right wing to Braden Smith. Left wing Lance Jones, 10 on the shot clock. Lance will drive, got to the rim, missed the layup, but Zach Edey follows it home with a two-handed punch.
About Zach, always staying with it. You love the fight in Zach. He comes after every offensive rebound, even never assumes anything right there. It looked like Lance was going to have an easy layup, but he back ironed it, and Zach was there.
Purdue within 5 at 54-49. That was the halftime deficit. 5 points, Ohio State the lead. 9.5 to go. Shot clock at 5. Bonner dribbles to the baseline. Throws it inside. Stolen. Stolen away by Lance Jones. Purdue the ball, looking at a 5-point deficit. 9:15 remaining. Lance Jones pulling from 16. Double clutching. Missing. Rebounded Ohio State. Not a great shot by the Boilermakers there. Not a good possession. The Buckeyes have the ball. 9:05 to go. Clock ticking.
These guys are fatigued out there right now.
Bruce Thornton dribbling between the rings. Morton guards him. Goes left wing off a screen from Royal. Stops on the left block. Bonner will drive. Kick it out for a Middleton three. Right wing. No. Long rebound picked up by Purdue's Ethan Morton. B.J. Thompson wants to run a play on offense. He's written it on the dry erase board. Purdue gets into offense here. Boy, Braden Smith so close to dribbling on the center line there. He drives and shoots and misses. Caleb First got the rebound. His shot was blocked, then picked up by Braden Smith. Purdue keeps the ball, but with 15 on the shot clock. Excellent effort by Caleb First to get an offensive rebound for the Boilermakers. Braden Smith at the left elbow. Leans in and shoots. Misses. Tipped by Caleb First. Grabbed by Zach Edey. He missed the bunny. Tipped again by Purdue. And once again missed. Oh, Purdue had some point-blank shots, and none of them would go into the bucket. Here come the Buckeyes. 8 minutes remaining. 5-point lead for Ohio State. Boy, how did Purdue not come away with points there? Thornton from the right baseline. Good. First scoring in the second half for Bruce Thornton. Oh, Purdue could have cut this thing to 3. Couple of shots right at the rim that just wouldn't go down, and now Purdue trails by 7. Left wing Lance Jones lobs for Edey. Catches, goes strong, and he was fouled. Timeout on the floor. 7:30 remaining. Ohio State 56, Purdue 49 on a Central Indiana Honda dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First, we do more than lend. We lift up our rural communities that we serve, too. From our day-to-day business of providing reliable credit to farmers and rural residents, to our community investment efforts and scholarships for college students, we help Indiana's rural communities find their next level. Visit FCMA.com to learn more about how we work with partners like Purdue University. Boiler up. Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First are equal opportunity lenders.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
Folks ask, Salty Pete, what's the best part of being a pirate? Hello, it's all the buried treasure. I've been following this here treasure map all day. Time to dig. Oh, I went through a lesson, no trolley with... Arr!
Hey, that weird pirate guy just took out a power line.
Blow me down. Literally.
Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
It's a new season at Kohl's with everyday styles and great prices. You can get more of what you want for less. Find go-tos for going everywhere and perfect picks for your home. Shop Kohl's and Kohl's.com today. Purdue trails by 7 with 7.5 to play. Purdue trailed by 11 with 11.5 to play. So the Boilermakers are making a little progress here at the Value City Arena, but trail 56-49. Join Boilermaker Alliance today, Purdue's official name, image, and likeness collective, supporting Purdue athletes. Visit BoilermakerAlliance.com to learn more. Rob Blackman with Bobby Buckets Riddell. Only regular season meeting this year between the Buckeyes and the Boilermakers. Purdue won all 3 of the meetings last year against Ohio State. At the line will be Purdue's Zach Edey. This is a 2-shot foul for Edey. Ohio State has committed 16 fouls, Purdue 3. Zach in the game has 16 points. First free throw is on the way. It is good. Zach Edey, 77 straight games where he has scored in double figures. Dribbles, shoots, makes it. Purdue's down 56-51. Ohio State the ball. Bruce Thornton dribbles on a half jog over the timeline right to left. Ethan Morton is guarding. Thornton dribbles right wing. Now comes to the top of the key area. Left-handed dribble. Morton reaches. Thornton keeps the ball. Roddy Gale to the right wing. A catch. Braden Smith guarding him. Gale will drive at the left elbow. Leave it out high for a 3. Straight away. It's off the back of the rim. Missed. The shooter there was Evan Mahaffey. Not a good three-point shooter. Shot clock was running down, however. Purdue has the ball. Braden Smith to the right elbow. Lobs for Edey at the front of the rim. He goes strong. Had a shot blocked. Blocked by Evan Mahaffey. Great defense by the Buckeyes. Jamison Battle will shoot a 3 from the left wing. He's wide open and he missed it. And Zach Edey rebounds for Purdue. Boy, how does he miss that one? Jamison Battle rarely misses when he is that wide open. Purdue catches a break. Lawyer. Top side it goes to Smith. Now to Caleb First, lobbing into Edey. Here comes a double team to Lawyer. Right back into Edey. Out to Ethan Morton. Right wing to Braden Smith. Shot clock at 10. Game clock at 6:10. Braden wants a screen. Gets it from Edey. Right wing. Goes right baseline. Leans in. Lobs for Edey. Stolen. Stolen. And now the Buckeyes have a 3-on-1. Jamison Battle the layup.
That's great action by Ohio State, pushing, and those live ball turnovers, that just killed Purdue. That's 20 points off turnovers now for Ohio State in this game.
And Ohio State's up 58-51. Edey at the top of the key, dribbling once with the left hand. Holds the ball high above his head. Gives to Lawyer. We're down to 5:30 to go in the game. Lawyer guarded by Thornton. To the baseline he goes. Goes against Zed Key and draws contact. And this will be a 2-shot foul. Zed Key just picked up his 4th foul. Lawyer went strong along the left baseline and drew the contact. He'll go to the foul line in the game. 4 points for Fletcher Lawyer. Subbing in just a moment will be Purdue's Lance Jones. First free throw is good. He'll replace Ethan Morton. Problem with the lineup Purdue had a moment ago with Morton at first. You have 2 non-scorers on the floor. And I beg your pardon, Ethan will stay in the game.
Braden.
So Braden comes out to get a blow. Lawyer made both foul shots. Fletch is 4 of 4 at the foul line. 5-point lead Ohio State, 58-53 with 5:22 to go. Jake Diebler, interim coach, trying to win in his coaching debut on the sidelines for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Bruce Thornton to the free throw line extended. Steps back from Edey, shoots and scores. He had to do the step back to get away from Edey, but he made it, and it's 18 points for Bruce Thornton. And now a foul in the backcourt. That is a bad foul by Roddy Gale Jr. because it's team foul number 7 on Ohio State. And to the foul line will go Purdue's Lance Jones with a 1-and-1.
A little bit too aggressive there, and when you got a 7-point lead, just can't be picking up a foul like that all the way 94 feet away from the basket. Now big 1-on-1 here for Lance Jones. Purdue now with a substitute a little bit, get Braden Smith back in the game after that quick breather, and Trey Kaufman-Renn coming in as well now for Caleb First.
By the way, that was team foul number 8. Regardless, it is a 1-and-1 for Lance Jones. 77% foul shooter on the year is Lance Jones. Makes the first one. 7 points for Lance. He now has scored 1,840 points in his collegiate career between Southern Illinois and Purdue. 5:03 to go. Second foul shot, good. Well, Purdue's foul shooting is at least keeping it within shouting distance of Ohio State, trailing now 60-55 with less than 5 minutes to go. Bruce Thornton wants a screen from Jamison Battle. Perimeter right, gets it. Lance Jones guarding it. Now shoots a floater and scores over Zach Edey. Bruce Thornton has been magical today. He has 20 points.
That was a high degree of difficulty floater over 7'4" Zach Edey. Put really good arch on that floater.
7-point lead, Ohio State, 4:25 to go. Inside to Edey. Working against Okpara. Bank shot, missed it. Trey Kaufman-Renn got it. Count the basket.
Trey Kaufman-Renn extremely physical on that offensive rebound opportunity. Be interesting to see the replay. I'm not sure if he discarded Mahaffey or not, but Mahaffey kind of flies out of the screen. And Kaufman-Renn gets that rebound put back. Huge play there for Purdue to try to cut this thing to 4.
At the line, an and-one opportunity. Purdue's Degree Plus gives students the chance to earn a Bachelor of Science and one from the College of Liberal Arts, both in 4 years. Check out the Liberal Arts Degree Plus. See if and one is right for you. It's right for Trey Kaufman-Renn. Twice today, Trey Kaufman-Renn has completed an and one. Purdue trails 62-58 with 4:20 to play. Ohio State the ball. Buckeyes looking for their biggest win of the season, trying to knock off number 2 Purdue. By the way, that last foul on Jamison Battle, his 4th. He's on the bench right now for the Buckeyes. Thornton underneath the bucket, dribbles out left wing, guarded by Edey. Shot clock at 10. He's going to try to cook Edey. Nope, gives it up right wing for a Bonner 3. Good. Dale Bonner, a 27% three-point shooter, makes a 3. Ohio State leads by 7.
Fletcher Lawyer in the gaps there to try to help Zach out on potential penetration from Thornton. Thornton sprays it, and Bonner just steps up in a huge moment.
Again, a 27% three-point shooter. Inside to Edey. And a foul as the ball was being entered. That'll be a 1-and-1 for Edey. That'll actually be team foul 10. 2 shots for Zach Edey when we resume play at the Value City Arena. 3:33 to play. Ohio State 65, Purdue 58 on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer Scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Ross 8 Stadium, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni.
We're student interns.
We're student parents.
We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're Boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, president at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler made.
Visit IndianaKitchen.com, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. You're ready for the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Electric Plus has the mission to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana, leading the league in new construction, modernizations, and service repair. Family-owned and operated Electric Plus serves our communities with pride. We have 24/7 emergency coverage for all businesses, with offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington. Check us out online today. Visit electricplus.com and boiler up.
Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Ohio State 65, Purdue 58. 3:33 remains in the game. Purdue has never led in the second half. At the foul line will be Zach Edey for Purdue when we resume action with 2 foul shots. Right now, Purdue's 23-2. If you think back to last season, Purdue started the year 23-2 and then lost back-to-back games. It was the only back-to-back losses all year for the Boilermakers. Right now, Purdue at 23-2 on the verge of losing 1 here in the Value City Arena, with Rutgers coming Thursday night to Mackey Arena.
This is a huge game, too, as far as Big Ten regular season championship implications. That game at Illinois certainly hanging there. And when you have a 2-game lead, you know, it doesn't feel as scary per se, but a loss here obviously would bring Illinois within 1 game in the loss column. And that game would certainly increase in importance.
That game March the 5th in Champaign, senior night for the Illinois Fighting Illini. Zach Edey at the foul line here, wearing his black uniform with a number 15 on the chest. Dribbles once, bends the knees, shoots, and scores. Well, some good notes from this game for Purdue. Zach Edey appears to have the free throw stroke back after struggling. Second foul shot. No announcer's jinx.
Nice.
You guys were all worried about that, weren't you? Purdue goes into man-to-man full court press. Thornton in the backcourt, bumped by Lance Jones. Team foul number 4 on the Boilermakers. Second foul on Lance. 3:31 to go. Purdue does have some fouls to give if you want to put Ohio State in a position where they have to make foul shots at the end of the game. If you get to that, 65-60. Buckeyes with the ball, and Dale Bonner, the grad transfer, dribbling over the timeline right to left, guarded by Braden Smith. We're at 3:20 to go with the clock ticking and a 5-point Ohio State lead. Buckeyes led by 5 with a halftime break. They have led the entire second half. Thornton, block shot by Zach Edey into the hands of Lance Jones, and then he was run over by Thornton. Lance could feel that Thornton was behind him, and he slowed up his pace just enough that Thornton ran him over. 2 foul shots coming for Lance Jones. That is a savvy 5th-year player move right there.
Savvy is right. Lance Jones, nice job knowing, clock, score, foul situation, able to get that, feeling that body from Bruce Thornton from behind. And now goes to the line and makes the first free throw. Purdue getting some points here with the clock stopped. Always nice when you're trailing. How about Purdue flipping the rebounding? Would have thought it would have made more of a difference on the score, to be honest, but Purdue at the 11-minute mark was down by 1 total rebounds. Now at the moment, they're up 10.
Jones makes the foul shot. Bob, look at Purdue's foul shooting in the game, but don't say it out loud. I'll say it out loud a little bit later. Purdue's trailing 65-62 with 3 minutes to go. At least the Boilermakers are within a possession, finally.
Yes.
And a timeout taken, an official's timeout.
Shot clock? Oh, yeah, the shot clock's way down.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it should not be at 9, which is where it is right now. Jack Owens, of course, former Boilermaker assistant. Jack Owens, we love Jack to death.
He's coaching too hard over there.
He was yelling at the official, and I couldn't figure out what he was so animated about. Now, of course, we know that the shot clock is incorrect. There's no way it should be at 9 seconds here with Ohio State having the ball. Ohio State 65, Purdue 62. Still a ton of time obviously left at 2:56 to go.
Unfortunately, it's not going to be one of those situations like we've had where the shot clock guy messed it up and then they come back and they're like, actually, sorry, it's a turnover for you, Purdue, because we messed up the shot clock.
Yeah, well, we've seen that before,
We've seen that firsthand. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the situation here because there should be more time on the shot clock, not less. But I'm not sure, do they reset the game clock then too to accommodate that factor? I mean, obviously with the game clock being as low as it is here in a tight game, every second counts, I suppose. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here with the clock overall is when they try to reset this. So they've reset it, it looks like, to 22 on the shot clock.
For the moment, 2:56 on the game clock.
Okay, so the game clock's still the same.
Yeah, I think the game clock was correct, actually. Yeah.
Yep. And so 8 seconds came off the game clock, and they feel like 8 seconds, of course, then came off the shot clock as well, and so it's at 22 instead of 9.
20 points for Zach Edey. 20 points for Bruce Thornton. Buckeyes the ball. Jamison Battle inbounding from right in front of the Ohio State bench area. Leaves it way out high for Thornton. Thornton dribbling right wing, guarded by Lance Jones. Now gets a screen from Mahaffey, goes to the right baseline. Lance stays with him, picks up the dribble, gives to Mahaffey, gives it right back to Thornton. Thornton wanted to shoot a three. It slipped out of his hands. He got it back. Now he throws it into Mahaffey. Mahaffey shoots over Edey and misses, and it's rebounded by Braden Smith. Purdue trailing by 3 with 2:30 to go in the game. Boilermakers do have the ball. Driving is Braden Smith underneath the basket, left to right, comes out the other side. He's in the corner, throws it up high where it's caught between the rings by Lance Jones. Timeout, Purdue. Purdue was all out of sorts. Offensively, and Matt Painter noticed it and immediately takes a timeout with 2:20 to go in the game and 14 on the shot clock. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker basketball from Learfield. Tell you what, points off of the bench dominated by the Buckeyes today. 26 bench points. Purdue with only 4, which is a bit uncommon. Normally Purdue gets some pretty good offensive production off that bench, typically coming from Mason Gillis. He does most of the heavy lifting normally off the bench scoring-wise, but just 2 points for Mason, 2 for Camden Heide. Those are the only bench points from our Boilermakers here today.
Certainly been a big difference in this game. The Ohio State bench coming through in a big way. But if you're Purdue, after everything that's happened, to have the ball in a one-possession game, Purdue able to sub in Lawyer and Gillis, get that offensive unit out here.
Here's Braden Smith, high left wing on a dribble. Now working his way left baseline, pivoting. He's in trouble. Roddy Gale almost stole it, but he dribbled it out of bounds on the sideline. He stepped right in front of the Purdue bench, did Gale, trying to intercept the pass intended for Lance Jones. But when he dribbled it on the steal, he dribbled it out of bounds. Purdue keeps it with just 3 on the shot clock, 3.3. 3.3 on the shot clock for Purdue, inbounding from the far sideline. Front court. Braden Smith, a catch and shoot 3. No good. Long rebound grabbed by Jamison Battle of Ohio State. Purdue actually got a decent look there, all things considered. Roddy Gale a 3 at the other end, no. Fletcher Lawyer a rebound for Purdue. Less than 2 minutes to go in the game. Purdue, 2 of 9 3-point shooting. Right now, Purdue's within 3 at 65-62. Gillis, top of the key, left wing Lawyer. Further left wing catch, it goes for Lance Jones 3. Triple time, and this game is tied.
Oh, baby, Lance Jones, he loves the big shot. Right there, comes off a simple pin down. Off left side, free throw line extended, and he just rips the cords.
We're tied at 65 with 1:20 to go. Jamison Battle will shoot from 15. He hits. Jamison Battle. 15 points all in the second half. 67-65 Buckeyes. 1:10 remaining. Braden Smith on the high left wing. Dribbling with the right hand. Outside of the arc by a step to Gillis. Top of the key. 1 minute to go. Lobbing into Edey. Purdue throws it in against Key. Stripped away. And here come the Buckeyes, and a foul on Lawyer to stop a fast break. An excellent foul because that's only team foul number 5, and it stops a 2-on-1 fast break. Zach Edey cannot believe that was a clean strip at the other end. That's how it was ruled. And now Purdue's down 67-65 with 50 seconds remaining, and Ohio State has the ball. Possession arrow favors Purdue. 5 team fouls against the Boilermakers. Purdue is in the double bonus on the offensive end.
Big stop here for Purdue. And then they can use their last timeout likely to get their offensive unit back in the game.
Need the stop, however. Bruce Thornton did most of his damage in the first half. Jamison Battle has picked up the slack in the second half for Ohio State. Battle to the free throw line. Spinning. He'll shoot. He was fouled, and he'll go to the line. Ethan Morton. He is called for a shooting foul against Jamison Battle. First foul on Morton, but Jamison Battle will go to the line, and he has made his last 34 straight free throw attempts. He's 34 of 34 in his last 34 free throw tries. The left-hander from Minnesota dribbles. Shakes the left hand, shoots and hits. Now the lead at 3 at 68-65. One more coming for Jamison Battle.
You don't like putting a 95% free throw shooter at the foul line when you're down late, that's for sure.
Dribbles 3 times. Lets it fly, and yeah, he doesn't even touch the rim. And now what do we have? Timeout Purdue, or did we have an injury timeout? Purdue is trying to advance the ball to the front court. There is a screen set by a Boilermaker on an Ohio State player. That Ohio State player crumpled to the ground in the backcourt. Purdue continued to advance the ball to front court and then take a timeout. And now we're going to have a review. Roddy Gale Jr. was the player that took the wrong end of that hard screen. The officials will check to see if the screen was indeed a legal screen. And Matt Painter is still livid on that last offensive possession that his team did not get a foul call when the ball was stripped away from Zach Edey. Purdue trails 69-65 with 30 seconds to go in the game.
I got a pretty good look at it in real time. Lance Jones stopped to set a screen to free up Braden Smith as he was getting the ball across the timeline. Granted, it didn't really need to because Braden was going to call timeout anyways. But I got a pretty good look at it. It looked like a normal screen that Roddy Gale just wasn't anticipating. But I didn't see anything that Lance Jones did that would, be warrant a foul or anything.
Ohio State 69, Purdue 65. The Boilermakers now have committed 6 team fouls. So if they get a bucket here and foul, which they would have to do unless you can find a way to come up with a steal, that would send Ohio State to the line with a 1-and-1.
This situation is playing out very similar to last year, where you need a basket and then maybe a steal and then another basket, which played out last season.
Worked out just fine for Purdue last year. Ethan Morton had the steal. Fletcher Lawyer had the bucket. 3-pointer from the left wing. Purdue inbounds from their right in front of their bench, far sideline as we look at it. Fletcher Lawyer will be the trigger man, playing with Braden Smith and Lance Jones, Mason Gillis and Zach Edey.
No timeouts left for Purdue.
Purdue on a 9-game winning streak, but it is in jeopardy here in Columbus. Purdue left wing to Lawyer. We're into action here. Gillis, top of the key, lobs into Edey. Edey back to Gillis on a give and go. Shot fake, missed the layup. Zach Edey rebounds and dunks. Edey rebounds and dunks. Clock stops at 16.5. Ohio State has to inbound. Purdue trails by 2. Mahaffey, timeout. Timeout called from the bench. Mahaffey was having trouble getting the ball in, and the bench alertly called the timeout, which they can do under 2 minutes to go, to save Mahaffey from not getting the ball in ahead of 5 seconds. Timeout, Ohio State. Ohio State 69, Purdue 67. 16.5 remaining, and now both teams have 0 timeouts remaining.
Last year, you may remember, Purdue got the steal in this situation, but then had a timeout left.
Right.
Purdue called timeout, ran the play that ended up with Zach kicking it out to Fletcher Lawyer for the 3. Purdue does not have any timeouts this time. So if we get a steal, we're playing it out. Hopefully it's a steal that leads to an easy basket. But ideally, if you cannot get the steal, after probably there'll be one trap. If they get it inbounded, it'll be one trap. You try to get that steal on the first pass like Ethan was able to last year. If you do not get it, you're fouling immediately. You hope the person receiving that pass is not Jamison Battle.
Right.
Because...
yeah, don't want to foul that. Well, look, he's made
2 points.
He's made 36 in a row. Roddy Gale has made 38 free throws in a row. They have 2 guys on their team that have made 36-plus straight free throws.
Yeah, as far as the guys on the floor, Mahaffey, who looks like he's the inbounder, and then Dale Bonner, number 4, the backup point guard, would be probably the 2 guys you'd love to foul most. Mahaffey, of course, for sure the guy you'd love to get as the inbounder. Man, you would love if after he inbounds it, he steps in and then maybe gets the return pass, and if you don't steal it, you can foul him immediately.
Mahaffey is 65% foul shooter. Bonner is 61%.
Those are the 2 guys you'd love to get.
Caleb First defensively is guarding the inbounder Mahaffey. He can run the baseline here. And he is working his way right, now left. Throws it into Jamison Battle. That's who they wanted to have it. Battle quickly ahead to Mahaffey. Oh, and he quickly gets it ahead to Bonner. They're going to have a time to dribble here, and finally a foul committed with 8 seconds to go. Finally, Purdue fouled with 8 seconds to go, and they fouled Bruce Thornton. Foul on Caleb First, his second. Bruce Thornton to the foul line, who himself is an 83% foul shooter.
Purdue almost executed that so well. Battle got the ball, and Caleb First, nice job not panicking and fouling. They get him to get rid of it, and of course he gets rid of it to Mahaffey. And Ethan Morton streaking over, did his best to try to foul Mahaffey, but Mahaffey kind of got rid of the ball just as he was fouling him, and the official unfortunately didn't warrant the foul.
This is a 1-and-1. Thornton made it. What a game for Bruce Thornton. 21 points for the sophomore from Fairburn, Georgia. And if he makes this one, Purdue's going to be in a world of hurt. Right now it's 70-67. Thornton lets it fly. He got it. 71-67. Purdue has to go in a hurry. Braden Smith will go all the way to the rim. He'll make a layup. Clock stops at 2.1. 2.1. Purdue trails by 2. Mahaffey wants to get it in bounds. He does to Jamison Battle. He's fouled by Lawyer with 1.2 to go. And that might just seal Purdue's fate.
You have to, with 1.2, you got to launch, you have to launch a full court shot here, of course, if you get so fortunate enough that Jamison Battle misses. And maybe we'll have Braden Smith or somebody pull off a miraculous shot, but that's all you can do.
You're in a miracle category now for Purdue, down 71-69, 1.2 to play. And Jamison Battle at the foul line, who on the year has made 36 straight foul shots at the moment, including making 2 just a moment ago. What a difference maker he was in the second half for Ohio State. He makes it. 18 in the game, all 18 coming in the second half. 72-69. Purdue needs a miss and a miracle. Second foul shot, Battle good, and that will do it. Mason Gillis just throws a baseball pass to the other end, and the game is over. Ohio State beats Purdue, the second-ranked team in the country. 73-69 is the final score. Buckeyes over the Boilermakers in what is the coaching debut for interim coach Jake Diebler. I am certain he will never forget this as his first opportunity as the true interim head coach. Diebler had filled in a couple of times over the years when Chris Holtman had missed games because of illness. But today he truly was the interim head coach. And today he leads the Buckeyes to an upset win over the second-ranked Boilermakers. Ohio State 73, Purdue 69. That is the final. Our post-game show begins when we come back to Columbus. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
U.S. Foods and the Purdue Boilermakers. What a recipe for success. Like Purdue, we both stand for quality and value. From our state-of-the-art Indianapolis-based distribution center, we at U.S. Foods are committed to meeting our customers' needs by providing all your quality food service and equipment products throughout all of Indiana and Northern Kentucky. It's what we do to bring guests into your business every day that makes the difference. Enjoy the game and remember, U.S. Foods, the official food service supplier of Purdue Athletics.
I get paid to do this. How cool is this?
Wow. It's like me getting paid to be a coach.
And for me, I don't think there's a place out there better for me than Purdue University.
Hi, I'm Kate Young, host of This is Purdue, the official podcast of Purdue University. Over the last 3 years, my conversations with Boilermakers have been serious, informative, and in the case of that exchange with former Purdue basketball coach Gene Cady and current head coach Matt Painter, downright fun. Be sure to follow This is Purdue on your favorite podcast app or on YouTube.
Domino's Mix and Match menu has items for every occasion. Flaked on your friend's open mic night? Flaky bread twists and molten lava cakes should do the trick. Soccer team duty? Medium 2-topping pizzas and stuffed cheesy bread are your best defense. Is it your dog's half birthday? Celebrate his biggish day with savory sandwiches and tender specialty chicken. Mix and match 2 or more items for $6.99 each at Domino's. Ask for this offer. 2-item minimum prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary. Bone and wings, bread bowl pasta, and pan pizza will cost extra. Local stores set delivery fees and can charge extra for some menu items.
Attention fans, do you want a chance to win tickets to see the Boilermakers take on the Michigan State Spartans on March 2nd? Winner gets 2 tickets, hospitality passes, VIP parking, and a signed basketball. All you have to do is register at purduesports.com/basketballvip by February 23rd, 2024 for a chance to win this amazing opportunity brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball has been brought to you by your Central Indiana Ford dealers are a proud sponsor of Purdue basketball. Visit your local Central Indiana Ford dealer today. Also brought to you by Intervision Advanced Medical Imaging, the official imaging partner of Purdue Athletics. And by Case IH. Take your success off the court and out into the field with Case IH's superior farming tools. Visit your local Case IH dealer or learn more at caseih.com/Boilermakers. Now back to courtside.
The Ohio State Buckeyes pick up only their 5th Big Ten win of the year, but it is a significant one as they knock off the second-ranked Purdue Boilermakers here today at the Value City Arena. Final score, Ohio State 73, Purdue 69. With a win, Ohio State is now 15-11 on the year. They are 5-10 in Big Ten competition, while our Purdue Boilermakers will fall to 23-3 on the year, and Purdue is now 12-3 in Big Ten play. The loss for the Boilermakers snaps a 9-game winning streak. Hi, everyone. Rob Blackman here, and thank you for staying with us this afternoon. Bobby Riddell off to the Purdue locker room where he's visiting with Purdue head coach Matt Painter. We will hear the thoughts of Coach Painter coming up later here in our post-game program. In the first half, it was Bruce Thornton who did the heavy lifting for Ohio State. In the second half, it was Jamison Battle. Battle with 19 points, all coming in the second half. including hitting 4 crucial free throws down the stretch to seal the deal for the Buckeyes. Ohio State had a 5-point lead at halftime at 35-30. Buckeyes pushed the lead out to as many as 12 in the second half. They led the entire second half. Purdue could not get the game tied in the second half, although they did get to within 1 possession. And the Buckeyes just able to hold Purdue at arm's length long enough to pick up their biggest win of the year. Think about Ohio State this season. They have now beaten in the year Alabama, who's a top 15 ball club, and now the second-ranked Purdue Boilermakers. Only 15 wins on the season for the Buckeyes, but 2 of the 15 have been darn right impressive. 73-69, Ohio State beats Purdue. Boilermakers had 22 points, 13 rebounds from Zach Edey, his 58th career double-double. Also worth noting, with those 13 rebounds today, Zach Edey became the all-time leader in rebounds in the history of Purdue basketball, bypassing Joe Barry Carroll. Zach also had 3 blocked shots in the game today for Purdue, but he turned it over 6 times, mainly because some really good hands in the low post by Zed Key, who ended up getting credited with 5 steals. Zed Key did a wonderful job on stripping down at the ball when Zach would catch it in the low post, and more often than not, he was coming away with a clean strip. Ohio State 73, Purdue 69. That is the final. More in a moment on the postgame show. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
You work hard. And at First Farmers Bank and Trust, we work hard for you. Since 1885, we've committed to helping families, businesses, and communities thrive financially. From home to the office, to the field, to the arena. We value hard work and perseverance as much as you do. Experience banking built on heart and grit today. Learn more at ffbt.com. First Farmers is a proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
This is Mason Gillis, Purdue men's basketball. For my friends at the Haldeman Companies, proud supporters of Purdue University. They use the same principles for success that Coach Painter teaches us. The importance of teamwork, execution, and tremendous effort are keys to success. Their team includes farm managers, appraisers, and real estate brokers with the experience, knowledge, and professionalism to help you accomplish your farm goals. Since 1930, if it has anything to do with the business of farming, Haldeman can help. Visit halderman.com to learn more.
Lafayette Limo, family-owned, women-owned, serving Greater Lafayette for over 33 years. Shuttles to and from Indianapolis and O'Hare airports 365 days a year. Make your reservations now at LafayetteLimo.com. Charters of all sizes anywhere in the continental USA. Lafayette Limo, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Just sit back and let us drive. There's no need to compromise. Your ride to relaxation, Lafayette Limo.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Ross-Ade Stadium, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni.
We're student interns.
We're student parents.
We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're Boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, president at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler made.
Visit IndianaKitchen.com, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
The final score today at the Value City Arena is Ohio State 73, Purdue 69. The only regular season meeting between these two teams goes the way of the home team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Purdue now 23-3 overall, 12-3 in the Big Ten. Purdue is still leading the Big Ten standings, but now by just 1 game over second place Illinois. The Illini have just 4 losses on the Big Ten season. And for Purdue, 5 games remaining left in Big Ten regular season play. Rob Blackman here, and I want to get to our call of the game. It certainly was significant because it was the record-breaking rebound for Purdue senior Zach Edey. Zach came into the game needing 5 rebounds to tie Joe Barry Carroll for the most rebounds in the history of Purdue basketball. That would be 1,148 rebounds. 5 to tie, 6 to break. And Zach Edey did get that 6th rebound. It was early in the second half. It was the record breaker. And here's what it sounded like. Shot clock is at 5. He's going to try to size up Edey. He'll drive on Zach, shoot a floater, miss it, rebounded Edey, and there it is, the record breaker. Zach Edey's rebound. He is now the all-time career leader in rebounds in the history of Purdue basketball. Congratulations, Zach Edey. No one has rebounded the ball more times in a Purdue uniform than Big Z. He finished with 13 rebounds, did Zach, 6 offensively, 7 defensively. Purdue actually won the rebound battle, 36-23, but Purdue did have 14 turnovers, 6 of those from Zach Edey, 3 from Braden Smith, while Ohio State had only 6 turnovers. And if you were with us in the pregame show during our pregame interview with Matt Painter, he specifically said Purdue, when that turnover number gets in the range of 13 to 17, I believe the exact words Coach Painter used were, that's when Purdue gets in the danger zone, 13 to 17. Well, tonight it was 14, and yes, that did prove to be dangerous because points off turnovers, 22 for Ohio State. The Buckeyes turned 14 Purdue turnovers into 22 points. What a difference that was. Ohio State over Purdue, 73-69 the final. More on the postgame show when we come back. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Unity Healthcare, a trusted pillar in the community for more than 25 years, offers healthcare services that you can depend on. With a team of over 80 highly skilled providers, Unity Healthcare is committed to making the best decisions for your health right here in your local community. Visit one of our many healthcare specialists or urgent care to meet your specific healthcare needs. www.unityhc.com, because we believe in working together towards a healthier future. Unity Healthcare, healthier together.
You know you've got a comeback in you. When you take the next step, you're going to make it count. For your career, for your family, for your life. You can earn a degree you're proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue Global is backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected and innovative public universities. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your comeback. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
What is 988? It's a way forward. It's a listening ear. It's whatever help you need when you need it. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline offers trained crisis specialists ready to talk to you 24/7. If you or someone you love is experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis in their life, call or text 988. Want more information? Visit 988indiana.org.
Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Ohio State beats Purdue 73-69 here at the home of the Buckeyes, the Value City Arena. Right now, Bobby Riddell in the Purdue locker room chatting with Purdue head coach Matt Painter. We will hear that interview in just a bit. With a loss, just Purdue's third loss of the season, all three have come in conference play. All three have been on the road. Purdue losing now at Northwestern, Nebraska, and Ohio State. Purdue at 23-3. Ohio State, big win for the Buckeyes, no doubt about it. Give credit where credit is due. Win for the Buckeyes, just their fifth in Big Ten play, but they're now 5-10 in Big Ten competition. And they also picked up their 16th win of the season, and it certainly will be a memorable victory for Jake Diebler. Earlier this week, many of you know the story. Head coach Chris Holtmann relieved of his duties as the head coach of the Buckeyes. 7 seasons into the job. Jake Diebler with a chance to take over and serve as the interim coach down the stretch. And wouldn't you know it, his first opportunity as the coach of the Buckeyes is a win over the number 2 ranked team in the country. So congratulations to Jake Diebler. This is certainly one he will never forget. Let's take a look at the final numbers here. We'll start with Ohio State. The Buckeyes 28 of 58 shooting. 48.3%. They were 7 of 21 from the three-point line, 33.3%. And the Buckeyes were 10 of 11 foul shooting. By the way, remember earlier, or I should say late in the broadcast, I said I don't want to give you Purdue's free throw shooting numbers because I don't want to jinx it. Purdue was 20 of 20 at the foul line tonight. 20 of 20. Ohio State was 10 of 11. So combined, these two teams today, 30 of 31 foul shooting. How impressive is that? Back to the Buckeyes for the moment. Buckeyes get 22 points from Bruce Thornton. He also had 4 rebounds, 3 assists. 19 points for Jamison Battle, all in the second half. He had 4 rebounds. 9 points for Zed Key. 7 in the game for Dale Bonner off the bench. He played well. 5 points for Devin Royal, who had 3 rebounds for the Buckeyes. 4 for Roddy Gale to go with 3 rebounds. 3 points of the game for Scotty Middleton on a made 3-point shot. Evan Mahaffey scored 2 points. 2 points for Austin Parks off the bench. 23 total rebounds for Ohio State, 7 offensively. That led to 7 second-chance points. Buckeyes in the game had only 6 turnovers, 13 assists. On the 28 made baskets, 4 assists for Roddy Gale Jr. 9 steals in the game, 5 of those from Zed Key. 3 block shots, 2 of those from Evan Mahaffey. Purdue, meanwhile, had 36 total rebounds, 14 offensively, but Purdue turned it over 14 times. Boilermakers led in scoring by Zach Edey, 22 points, 13 rebounds. 13 points in the game for Lance Jones. He had 4 rebounds, 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists for Braden Smith. 12 points for Trey Kaufman-Wren. He added 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Also scoring for Purdue, Fletcher Lawyer with 6, Mason Gillis with 2, Camden Heide with 2. 5 rebounds, by the way, for Caleb First, even though he did not score. He was active on the glass. Purdue shoots 23 of 53, 43.4%, 3 of 9 from 3. 33% with all 3 of the makes coming from Lance Jones, who was 3 of 5. Purdue, as I mentioned, was a perfect 20 of 20 at the foul line. Purdue loses today by a final of 73-69. Let's see what head coach Matt Painter had to say about this one. He visiting a moment ago with our own Bobby Buckets Riddell. Coach Painter's post-game comments are presented by Saab, keeping people and society safe.
Welcome back here to the post-game show. I'm joined by head coach Matt Painter after Purdue's tough 73-69 loss at Ohio State. Coach, what are your initial thoughts on this loss?
Well, I thought, in the first half we had a real opportunity to be in a better position. Obviously, Zach didn't play the last 4 or 5 minutes because of his second foul, and I just felt like that was the best play because we were, in a position right there at the end of the half. We didn't play well, obviously, without him. In that stretch, I didn't think we rebounded the basketball in the first half the way we were capable. I thought we were great on the glass in the second half. We didn't finish the way we should have. But with that being said, I thought our effort was really good on the glass. The turnovers, once again, obviously having 14 turnovers kind of gets to that magic number that we've talked about. We got to operate in that 8 to 12 turnover range, and we've been very, very successful. When we get out of that range, that's where things get a little bit more difficult for us. So, if you don't shoot the ball well, we didn't get a lot of threes tonight, a lot of opportunities. They took that away from us. Then they really crowded Zach, but we just had to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. We had to do a better job of rebounding the basketball in the first half. And then our attention to detail a couple times, we let Jamison Battle get away from us. He really sparked them. We knew once, he took some shots and did some things right there that we're probably going to get a couple bad shots from him, and we did. And but then late in the game, he makes that tough curl, tough shot at the nail, and then he gets fouled there at the end, on that shot. So played really well, but I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about Bruce Thornton. I thought Bruce Thornton was big time. I thought he really played well. While we were scoring early in the game, he was scoring too. He had their first 8 points, and just did some really good things. Controlled the game for him, made some tough shots, made a couple real tough floaters over Zach in that second half, which you really want to encourage, at that time. But they were better than us. I thought they played better than us. I thought they played a little bit more purpose. They put themselves in a position where we were constantly, fighting back to get in the game, and we did some good things there. We just didn't finish around the hoop well. We didn't take care of the basketball like we should, having those 14 turnovers, as we mentioned. But we waste a game where we go 20 for 20 from the line. That's just such a unbelievable stat. For us to go 20 for 20 from the line was fabulous. And we waste a game like that and aren't able to get the W. But, give credit to Ohio State. They lost their coach, and I thought they really played well today.
Well, last question. Our bench has been so good for us this year, but while Jamison battles saddle with foul trouble, their bench ends up coming up with 26 points, outscoring our bench 26-4. Their bench was huge today, wasn't it?
Yeah, no question. And we didn't have a lot of opportunities, to defend our bench from a scoring standpoint. You could see they did a good job of really staying with Mason while he was in there. But we get into situations, and when you're subbing and doing, whatever, and so we'll go with a defensive group over an offensive group, but when the whistle doesn't blow, it's hard to sub. Other night, the whistle kept blowing, and it was easy for me to sub to play offense, defense, and tonight it didn't. And so, like, a couple times, I stayed with an offensive group on defense because I wanted to go down to the other end, and that's not what lost us the game. But when you look at some stretches there, we got to be better individually at being two-way players. So some guy on our team that's, more offensive, like, he's got to be better defensively. And then some guy on our team who's defensive minded, he's got to be better on the offensive end. And I like our effort. I don't think our effort is bad. I think our attention to detail needs to be better. And we talked about it from the first half of Minnesota the other night. I think that's where we really got to, get it. But I give credit to their bench. Devin Royal came in and gave him minutes. Scotty Middleton gave him minutes. Big three there, at the end by Dale Bonner. Golly, that hurt us right there. Like, Zach was in an ISO, so we had to help a little bit. It was just that was a tough three. But when they needed one, they made the play, and give their bench credit like you mentioned.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
That's Purdue head coach Matt Painter. Post-game comments presented by Saab, keeping people in society safe. Purdue 20 of 20 against Ohio State at the foul line. That is not actually the Purdue record. Purdue went 25 of 25 against Michigan in February of 2001. Pretty good today, 20 of 20 against Ohio State, but not good enough. And wouldn't you know it, Bob and I talked about in the pregame show our concern about Purdue's free throw shooting because it had not been great in the last handful of games. It was great today, but the result, not what Purdue was looking for. Ohio State 73, Purdue 69. More in a moment. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Series Solutions, we're proud to back the Boilers season after season. Boilermakers know you can count